wonderful evening or day. It's been a wild Monday, bro. Long story short, no headline at all. You had one bad thing on India, you still went up, but this is the thing that's been racking my head because we had a bad week last week and August was crazy. I think it's still volatile because you're up on no headlines. We just recovered that red that we had. Nothing crazy. We have a very slow week in terms of data compared to what we had last week. You still get a couple of earnings, but yeah, we're going to be waiting.
Crazy.
At this point, I think slow week in terms of data compared to Trump. That's probably going to be what moves us. Other than that, though, yeah, I hope y'all ready for summer. But then again, August is going to be very exciting. So head on a swivel. We talked about it. We'll cover it on the watch list, but don't be so certain. Again, everybody sees it, you guys. You're either going to have a big seasonal sell-off or the market is ripe to keep melting up. Everybody sees it, okay? That being said, everyone's just waiting. The real ones are waiting for the confirmation. And that's what we got to get out here. So get ready for all of it. But Chad, I love Monday. I love you, man. You know that. And I love God. And God is so good, bro. And I love to see him. I love to see him. I love to see you because you my brother and you a child of the light. And I see light everywhere, baby. So amen. Praise God. We're going to get into Philo here in a little bit. So get what you need to get. You'll have some time. Market just melting up. So I will be prepared, brothers. I will be prepared. And we will begin. See if we got any propaganda. In the meantime, don't get so catchy.
There between Wondery's talent, stable of talent, you mentioned the Kelsey brothers, and the rest of the company. I imagine that they want to create more synergies between the two.
That's exactly what they're trying to do. So LeBron James is a really good example. He hosts a podcast that is branded as a Wondery show, but on Prime Day, he's a spokesperson, and then he also markets his own product line. So it's really this synergy and this idea to really bring in big deals that they can use the entirety of Amazon to promote.
And Wondery did lose a couple of talent as well, right, to competitors?
So over the years, they've definitely lost some of their big shows. I mean, SmartList now works with SiriusXM. There's another big podcast called Morbid. It's unclear like why they let those go. It's possible it just didn't fit into this current dynamic, and maybe they'll come back. But those were licensing agreements.
It's a reminder that the podcasting industry is shifting just as much as everything else in technology. All right, Ashley, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Ashley Carmen, who covers the podcasting audio industry for us here at Bloomberg. I'm Scarlett Fu, and that does it for Bloomberg Markets this hour. We are looking at stocks right about at session highs right now, with the S&P 500 up by 1.3%, and the Russell 2000, in fact, outperforming, gaining 1.75%. Balance of Power's up next from Washington. This is Bloomberg.
Yeah, man, they cut that propaganda off early. All right, well, I'm almost ready. I said 5 minutes on the stream alert. It's only been 2. All right. Come on, propaganda. Well, you could do a push-up, too, if you want to wait. All right, 2 more minutes.
September 2nd.
All right, we told you last week that Jeffrey Gundlach was going to let the Fed decision marinate, and now he has had a jobs report thrown into the stew. And now he's going to join us today. It's an exclusive 3 p.m. Eastern on the closing bell. We'll get his take, his investment ideas, and where he thinks these markets are going in the months ahead, and I hope you'll join me then. Bryn, your final trade's what?
Let's stick with Tesla, and then you can sell the October 17 340 calls and collect $15 for 2.5 months.
Thank you very much. Farmer Jim.
Delta Airlines. I hear that Joe added it to the Joe T.
Now you're pandering to Joe.
Did you just call him Farmer
I'm
Jim?
A little pat on the back. I mean, can we let him up from dunking him all hour? I mean, let's just.
Did he say Farmer Jim?
All right. Because you did add it to the Joe T.
Yes.
All right. Shan, what's your final trade?
Financials are seeing a pickup in deal making. Saw Goldman Sachs hold off on their second round of layoffs.
Okay. The one healthcare name that we added was IDEX. It's veterinary diagnostics. It's up 26% today.
You sold Lilly. You sold Lilly.
Sold Lilly. Can I focus on IDEX? IDEX will make a run towards the 2021 high at 706.
Bro, I'm not trying. I wish I wasn't a narcissist. Do you know that? I don't want to be. But every time I say something, they just copy me. Like, what do you want me to do? How do you, and you see, and now I got thousands of people who see the same thing. What do you think is going through my head?
Concerns over the economy
I
and
have
the
a
firing of the
witness.
BLS commissioner not stopping stocks today. We are at session highs with the S&P and the NASDAQ tracking for their best day since June. This comes, of course, after the worst week for stocks since May. We're also keeping an eye on Tesla shares, the company awarding Elon Musk a $29 billion pay package to make up for the one that Delaware court struck down. But it does come with a few contingencies and some controversies. We have that story straight ahead. And a rare all-hands meeting at Apple on Friday with Tim Cook signaling a more aggressive AI strategy that may include acquisitions. We'll have more on that. But we begin with the latest on the president's decision to fire the BLS chief over the weak jobs numbers and the revisions. I spoke with former Labor Secretary Elaine Chao earlier today about that move, and here's what she had to say.
Hey, bro. God is good.
BLS is very concerned about the security of these numbers.
This is why I keep telling y'all AI.
So
I'm
only
excited,
about
bro.
40 people.
Everyone's just running out of ideas. If you couldn't tell.
In the last week, to deal with these numbers. If anything were to be awry, I think one of these 40 people in the final analysis would have spoken up. So it's highly unlikely. And given how much the BLS looks toward the integrity of these numbers, that these numbers are not right.
Let's bring in CNBC senior economics reporter Steve Leisman. Steve, in referring to what Elaine Chao was talking about, she was saying it's really hard to manipulate these numbers. She doesn't think that there was manipulation that took place. She does.
I'm sure. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and gals, it's time for Philo. So I'm glad that you're here. I hope you are good. I hope you had a good weekend. It's a blessed one, bro. You get to make it a blessed one. I hope y'all really rested. I hope you Men in Black, bro. So I said, come in peace. SRPT just got clapped after that, but yeah, it's time to talk about God and life and things that really matter. So you clicked on the video, you came here, you found it, you're choosing to stay. So I'm assuming you know what's going on and why you're here. And that being said, we're going to talk about this. I'm not trying to push it on you. You came here, but we're going to cover this, and this is going to be our moment for now. So if you want to be involved, I encourage you to do so. But any jokes, anything off topic, any questions that are not really about, just here to listen, this isn't a debate. This isn't that stuff. Other people will debate with you for sure, but I'm here for the people, and the people who have kind of already been here. They know what I'm talking about. They want this. The people demand it, bro. And honestly, I wouldn't do it if I haven't seen so much fruit off of it. So, and I like what I'm seeing. So above all else, if you want to be a part of it, I encourage you to do so. If not, and this doesn't sound like your vibe, I would just go somewhere else in the meantime so that we could save any of the animosity. But other than that, If you want stocks, we are still going to be here for that, but it's going to be less of a priority. I put up the news wire so you guys could help me out, and just in case I miss anything. But if something moves and it's big, I'll take a look at it. But unless it's like breaking, we will not put down the Philo. But if it's breaking, I'll put down the Philo, and then I'll get to it, and then we'll work. And that way we have good workflow. Everybody gets what they want. We could still work hard. We could work the best, and there you go, bro. And then you get a little bit of life wisdom. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of love. Oh, I don't know. So yeah, bro. Are you ready? I have a lot to do. Dude, I'd probably have 10 Philos for you. I didn't have a watch list because I had to edit that shit. But, oh, man. I have a lot for you, bro. I might have to save a couple of them. I don't know. This might take too long. We have way too many. But I was telling you guys on Friday, it was something I noticed. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I feel like the word God comes out of my mouth more than ever. Anytime in my life. It trips me out, but I love it. Praise God. So I was talking about that. Remember when we were hanging out on Friday, right before I left, and we were just saying, I was like, I don't know if you guys noticed. I keep saying it, bro. I have God on my lips more than any time in my life, and I'm so happy about it. It's such a great thing. And it's funny because I was always thinking of my dad would always tell me this story about him coming to America, him doing all this stuff, him in Egypt. And like, my dad used to always be like how he would tell everybody. And I was like, why? I never really understood it. I was like, what do you mean? And then even then, the story of Jesus. Along the ministry, Jesus, it wasn't until he was like 30 something, that's when he started the ministry. And I always wondered, I was like, what do you mean you guys just start talking about Jesus? Oh no, I get it now. I get it now. So this is one of my thoughts that I had this weekend, because I was talking to you guys about it, but then again, I went to LA and I got to see some stuff. I was actually all over California, but I don't know, it just reminded me. And I remember my dad telling me when he being in Egypt, he converted and he had to go around telling everybody. But I don't know, something about it. I was like, man, I'm here looking at the Hollywood sign, this nice boardwalk, all these things, and I'm just Jesus. And I get it. So above all else, man, I don't know. And this is something for you guys where I don't know how your faith has developed, but what is your I shall? I am, I have, and I shall. What is your I shall? All of you, build the kingdom. That is the same I shall that your Father has. Align with it, baby. I can't stop talking about it. Oh my. So yeah, that's the first part, okay? Just a little one, and I don't know, man, and I encourage you all, bro. And if you truly have no fear, tell me about life. You know what I'm saying? And if whatever is on your heart, it will be shown through what you say. So let it be known, baby. Let it be known. But that's number one. That's just your little part of the intro. I'm trying to make sure I don't go too crazy, because I got too much, bro. But now, here is the next thing. Some good old Napoleon Hill. But Chad, it's kind of a reality check. Let me ask you this. I woke up this morning, bro. And before I went into my closet to go get a jacket, because it was cold. I don't wear a jacket when I sleep. So I wake up, and then I'm going to go downstairs or upstairs, depending on where I'm at. But then I usually go right into my closet and I grab something, right? And this morning, bro, I woke up, my first thought was God. I was like, God is so good, bro. Thank you. I was so happy. I was just happy to wake up. And God. That was today, literally a couple hours ago. So tell me, do you know what your first thought was this morning? Within the first 2 to 5 minutes of the day, do you remember your first thought when you woke up? Think about it. I want you to, not your dream. Don't tell me when you went to bed. I want to know what your first thought was in the first 120 seconds to 500 seconds of the day? What happened? What did you think about? Literally, let's go. Thank you for another day. Grateful. What time is it? We get to go at it again. I'm tired. Today's going to be a good day. Thank you, God. Don't grab your phone. I'm alive. I'm still sleepy. I woke up. What was your first thought? Damn, it's Monday. I got to pee. Time to get it. My portfolio. Got to go pee. I don't deserve this. You don't remember. It's a hard one to remember. That's what I'm saying. If you don't really think of it, that's what I'm asking. It was funny because I had a very distinct thought. And I was like, this morning it was instant. And then I come across Mr. Napoleon this morning. All of this was this morning. I heard this. Isn't that funny? So before your news, before everything, I had this experience. Oh, man. So chat, tell me whatever you want. Okay? Tell me I'm this guy. I'm a stock trader. I'm a real estate. I'm this. I'm God. I'm God, child of God. I'm that. Tell me whatever you want. Okay? But the real you is who you are in the first 5 minutes of waking up. Did you know that? Do you not realize that in the first 5 minutes of waking up, that is one of the most authentic versions of yourself? Do you understand? You don't have an audience. You can't put on a mask before you go. You can't deal with people. There's no... Think about it. All you're doing is just waking up. It's pure just what are you saying? What is on your mind? Without any outside influence, without any sort of thing to make you look or present yourself in any manner, just what is on your heart and mind. So you guys know what we've been talking about. All of it relates. Very simple. This is a very practical one for all of you. Might punch you in the face though. But dude, if you're waking up in weakness, hesitation, if your first breath is spent checking on the world before checking on yourself, I hate to break it to you, but no amount of motivation can save you. Do you understand that? Every single Philo, everything we have talked about, every single book, Earl Nightingale, Napoleon Hill, you name it. My brother, if you cannot be a commander when you wake up, we're going to have a problem. Do you understand? You need to command your thoughts. How many times today did I tell you about being served? My brother, love your brother as you love yourself. Everything else in this world should serve you. Do you understand? All of you are kings. It should serve you. My brother, your mind, your thoughts, everything should serve you. So my question to you is, what are you commanding in the morning? And if you don't command your thoughts, my brother, it doesn't matter. That's it. Every morning you're giving it to the world. You're giving your mind, your emotion. This is wake up and drive, bro. Remember, I said I needed to remind you guys of this Philo, so I'm glad with how it worked out. Do you not get it? Bro, how many of you this morning woke up with worry? How about this? How many of you woke up, don't remember what you woke up to, but the first thing on your phone started setting your path of the day? Come on. We talking about prayer. I said give it to yourself. How about the first 5 minutes of every single morning? That is your opportunity every single day to become a commander. Guess what, bro? I'm going to just tell you right now, if you're not taking it, you're not a commander. Right there, the ability to express and practice your authority. Did you use it at first wake? Think about it. You get to wake up every day and say, I'm going to go get this, or I'm scared of this. I'm going to live in fearlessness, or I'm going to live in fear today. Which one is it? Better yet, what's the stimulus? Because if you say, oh, this happened, does that say fear? Does that say success? Tell me. Every single morning. And it's real, bro. Because we wake up and, bro, I get random ass thoughts. But that is you. That is the most authentic version of you. What is on his mind, his subconscious, everything is coming out in the morning. And it's simple. You don't get all this? This is clarity. This is intention. This is the first step of your day. Are you valuing it? Have you given it the value it deserves? Because it's simple, bro. Your first step every morning is how you're going to command. This is how you're going to be a commander, how you're going to build the habit of it, and how you're going to start off the momentum every day. Simple. The man who builds in chaos cannot build in clarity. My brother, you wake up every morning. What are you doing? Is it chaos or is it clarity? The man who says, I am this, I am, I have, I shall. This is why I woke up today. I think something's around the corner. It's just different, bro. You're building in clarity, not chaos. Not I woke up, I had all these things, I'm thinking about this, and I pulled out my phone and the world, and then before you know it. So yeah, wake up, bro. But it's not about waking up. It's about commanding. Taking control of your thought in the morning. But realistic, it's just you, bro. It's the real you. So a lot of people can say a lot of things, and we're going to do this, we're going to do that. What are you doing every morning? That, my friend, will tell you a lot. So it's going to lead into what we're going to talk about today. But there's two more parts of this. But this part right here, man. Like, I don't know if y'all realize it. Everything we've talked about with imagination, belief, possibilities, thinking of your future, the quality of life. Oh, man. Chad, do you want to know what the problem is? This is it. This is all of it. This is all of it. Spectrum of thought, everything. The greatest tragedy, bro, it's not that man never aimed. Or the greatest tragedy is that man never aimed, not that he failed. Do you understand? You need faith. You need belief. I don't think you think I'm just saying this to get on Disney Channel? What's wrong with y'all? Why do you think I keep saying this? Even in the morning, being a commander, your first couple minutes, do you not see the problem? The greatest tragedy of man is that he is being convinced not to aim. You think it has to do with whether you fail or not? My brother, how many men are not even picking it up? Looking down the scope of the future. None. Again, the harvest is plenty. The workers are few. Do you get it? Every morning, are you sticking and setting your aim or not? You see the problem, bro? The problem isn't that men are failing and that this, bro. We won't even pick it up and aim. Every day you have a shot to pick something up and say, this is a goal. This is a mission. This is my aim. And you better start loving it. You know that? Because you're like, oh, I'm going to do it every day. There's no finish line. Yes. Have you ever thought about it? The sun rising and the moon, and then the birds chirping, and then the waves. They do it every single day, over and over. Is that boring? Some might, but guess what? Have you ever thought about it? Let me change your spectrum of thought. God. Do you think it has to be? Every single day, the sun comes up, the waves crash. They do this same repetitive thing. Have you ever thought that maybe God just enjoyed the novelty? As a child, imagine God as a child seeing the sun. He's like, whoa, do it again. He saw the moon, do it again. He saw the ocean, do it again. I love it, do it. Yeah, that's love. That's beauty. That's a different thought perspective. You see what I'm saying? You gotta love what you do. Command it and be about it with that type of novelty, bro. Oh, I hope you hear me. Bank of America, another Buffett sale. So it's like new and old. Coming out now, but we've heard about that for a while. But But do you get it? Do you not see it? Every morning. This is the next part. You get a chance to command and control it. Are you taking it? Are you aiming? Are you aiming, brother? Are you aiming? That's all we care about. Bro, the word repent is a do-over. Aim. Take a shot again. Are you aiming? How many of you have been talked out of aiming? Every morning you have every thought, every worry. You see the world. But what about the thought of aiming for what we want? Oh, come on. The greatest tragedy is not that man failed. The greatest tragedy is that he never aimed. Every morning, that's going to tell me about you authentically. First 5 minutes of the day, where is your focus? Where is your mind? Where are you aiming? You got goals. All of it. Tell me. Tell yourself. Tell your angel. Tell God. You see it? Think about it. So, above all else, man, I love this. That's what I'm saying. Some of you, I think you're going to love me, to a crazy degree. You know that? I think some of you are going to have crazy love for me. You know why? Because I think you're getting this. That's why. That's why I'm saying. I share it to you in love, bro. I think you're going to receive it in love. All of this. You have everything. This is your opportunity. But you need to live in it, bro. Stop, grow. Don't tell me you want these things, but don't want to work at them. It's like you want to be the commander. You want to be the captain without a ship. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work for it. You gotta aim. But like all of this is so critical. And that's what I say. I think one day you're gonna show me some love once you truly unlock this. It's your mind, bro. It's all the answers. Your mind. Freedom. Freedom of thought, freedom of mind, the spectrum, love. You must believe. You must. Your subconscious is not a machine, bro. Do you guys know that? This isn't a manufactured product. Your mind was not made in a factory. It doesn't operate like a factory. It's nothing like it. It is not a machine. It is soil. It will give you whatever you plant with repetition. Everybody knows this. Every culture, every mystic, every secret of society of the world knows this. I am not the only one. Many religions, many translations have equated the mind to soil. Whatever you plant in repetition is what you are going to get. I don't make the rules. Firm still going. Do you get it? So every morning you plant something. Every day, every single thing you watch, everything. Every time you tell yourself, I'm not this, I'm this, I'm not, I'm this, I'm that. I can't. This will never happen. I'll never be. The world is the, they bought the houses so cheap, but we never thought about the stocks. Whatever it may be. Do you not get it? How many of you are invisibly planting death? Speak life into your light, bro. Believe light in your life. You're all worthy of it. Do you get it? constant repetition to the soil of your mind. What is going in there? If you have not been strict about it, man, come on. So, take that. And Chad, oh man, be free. Be free and live up to your calling. Okay? And I know some of y'all recently, y'all like authority. You like the Philo on authority. Some of you are realizing the authority you have. God bless. My brother, this is authority 101. Command your thoughts in the morning. Command your aim every morning, that first 5 minutes before anything. Because that's the authority you have every morning to exercise. Don't you dare not use it and tell me you're using your authority everywhere else. That don't make sense. I won't believe you. So, Chad, I look forward to it. I look forward to meeting more and more free men, more and more free women, not under the oppression of the world, bro. For real. I look forward to it. So that's just your intro. But now, oh man, what I want to talk. You want to know what I want to talk about? The thing I just ended with. I was listening to GK, bro. Oh, I got something for you. You know? And guess what it have to do with? Freedom. Have y'all not heard how much freedom been coming out of my mouth? The word, the idea, the concept, even the way I act, bro. What? I don't care. No man, woman, government, it doesn't matter, bro. All there is God. I know, I'm free. So are you. I'm not the only one. Woo! So yeah, I want to talk about the freedom. But honestly, I'm going to tell you, man, you know what all of this is going to boil down to? Believing. Freedom in thought. Freedom to believe. Oh, you'll see. But have you ever thought about, I thought of two things. G.K. Chesterton brought this up. The first thing I thought of is this. He talked about babies growing up and how they like learn. But like, you don't think it's like, tell me, isn't this weird that a human, right? Like a human baby, all of us, we were babies, right? We all grew up. Every single person has to go through baby stage. Isn't it weird that the human mind believes everything in the beginning? Like, again, think about it. Kids and fairy tales and all these things. Like, you don't think it's weird that the first formative years of your life, you believe everything? Isn't that a trip? I think that's something very unique. That at a human baby, you could tell anything from like 1 to 5, 6, 7. Anything you tell them, they're gonna be gullible, right? That's why you'll tell your kids stuff and then they repeat it. If it's not true, it sounds funny, right? You don't think that's like ironic? That you grow up the first years of your life, you literally believe everything. And then the world takes you, grows you up, then you learn all these things. And then before you know it, you turn into like in a dark, you're like, that can't, no, nothing's right. La, 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 la. God, la, la, la. But it's like, what? It's just different. And it's so funny because like truth, honesty, all of that. But then like our first formative years, we just believe everything. Everything. It's hilarious. That's why, you don't think it's weird? God says we need the heart of a child. Oh yeah, you learn skepticism. But then a true skeptic, oh. So that was one of the parts he was talking about, but then he talks about this too. Guess what? Your eyes. Your eye is very weird. Both of your eyes and vision. You know why? Why is vision weird, you guys? You have a certain type of vision as a human. So every time you look at something, you see an image, right? Right now you're looking at the screen. Some of you might be looking at Call of Duty. Some of you are looking at the people working. You look over, you see the desk, you see the computer. You have an image, right? That's weird. You know why? Because you have two eyes, but one image. Let me say that again. You have two eyes, but one vision, one image. Your eye is seeing two separate things at once. And it's upside down, and then it's putting it together. Interesting, right? That's just how it works, eyesight. But that's literally what's going on. Your one eye sees something, your left eye sees something, right and left, and they come together and they form one image off of two images. So you want me to see one thing, but you want me to look at it twice. Upside down. My brother, there's so many things in life like this. The way our brain and all of it. But do you know what this is? It's kind of a contradiction. That's what he's talking about. And he talks about the freedom and the cross. This was G.K. Chesterton on the contradiction. And I've noticed this. Bro, lately, bro, do you guys not? I'm gonna leak something from the video, okay? I'm gonna leak something from the video. I said this weekend because it was in my heart, bro, and I love it. Chad, I want the standard that my mom has. I want everything. And it was crazy because growing up, I was like, man, mom, you crazy. I love my mom's standard. I want the highest standard possible. For the chat, the community, everything. We should have the highest standard possible. You do something wrong, no, you're wrong. Done. Boom, consequence. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, I believe that. But guess what? At the same exact time, I think we should have forgiveness like a hippie. I want the same standard as my mother. I want an OG, Eastern, high standard, but I also think we should forgive like an American church. I think we should show love and be forgiven like we were Woodstock hippies. Oh, y'all don't feel me, bro. You don't get it? It's all contradictions. It's not haram, it's contradiction. It's living in the cross. Because my God and my free will, bro, it's radical love. It's radical freedom. It really is. That's why I say what I say. I believe it. And it has a high standard that no man could ever meet without God. Ever. I can't. But then that's the whole point, bro. Every time I mess up in life, do you not realize what God first? And you think I'm running back to the devil or the world? No. Every time I mess up, I see radical forgiveness. That's what I see. Every time. If I mess up, I have an opportunity to do good. Now, that's not an excuse to go do bad. No. But do you see what I'm saying? That's two at once. How can you have an unforgiving standard and then be so forgiving? That's Jesus. He said, don't do this. That's wrong. But he will die for you. Do you not get it? Do you know how many contradictions they are, but they're not? That's how you know it's complex. That's how you know it's real and deep. Nothing is ever just clear cut, this or that. You know why? It's a circle. That's what he talks about. Was it the Ouroboros? The snake eating its tail? It's a circle. Your eyes, bro. Everything in life, both biology, plants, we take so many things in. We take in multiple to produce one. It takes two people to make one person. Oh. Why do we think you're not going to have that in life, society, and wisdom and truth? So you don't get it? Everybody wants one or the other. This is the problem. It all leads to a circle. You haven't seen the problem with moderns? The modern science, they want everything lucid. They want an answer and understanding to everything. But they haven't realized by doing that, they made it a mystery. Because the more you learn about things, you realize you don't know anything. Whereas there is a set of belief where, bro, I have one mystery, everything became lucid. Do you understand? I don't need to understand the little stuff. I understand I have one mystery and everything became lucid. Because if everything is lucid, it's a circle. You don't get it? Oh, I need to figure that. That's why this happened. That's why this happened. Before you know it, you'll eat your own tail. It's a circle. You'll never. That's why people always have a void. You don't even know. That's why we go chase money, we chase sex, accomplishment, all these things, and you'll get it, but you won't have it. You'll feel empty. Why? It's a circle. Everything's a circle in life, even the world. A cycle, money, circle. I love this one. It's a little different though, because again, a circle is the world. God, life, eternity is a cross. It really is. Because again, a circle doesn't do two things at once. Circle doesn't have the contradiction. It goes full circle till it eats itself and contradicts itself. It's different. The cross is a contradiction. It literally crosses. But guess what? Take a cross at eternity and go. Take the lines. Go draw a cross right now. I draw the big line here and I draw. You see how that's a cross right there? Look. If it extends, you could take it forever. It will still retain its shape as a cross. Do you understand? So once you give me the contradiction, you're right. How can I love everybody, but then sin is death? That's a contradiction. Right when it crosses, go. Take the logic to eternity. You'll still have a cross. You can't do that. A circle will eat itself. Do you see? Oh, man. I'm not even explaining this as good. But all I am trying to tell you is this. The two things at once. The freedom to be able to have both mystery and contradiction, but to be able to live both peacefully and fulfilled, and to live in your purpose. Oh, that's amazing. But do you not get it? This is a G.K. Chesterton quote, bro. The cross is a signpost for free travelers on this planet. Every generation, that's it. Bro, the moment you get the understanding, that's what I'm saying. There's no once you give me the contradiction with eternity and love and the words of Jesus Christ, it goes forever. It's freedom. You will never be victim of the snake. Again, Adam and Eve, the Erebolus, the never-ending circle of no fulfillment. Y'all, oh my goodness. So you get why? Do you see how this freedom keeps coming up, guys? Freedom. That's what I'm speaking. That's what matters. Freedom. I said we get people out of oppression financially. Oppression, freedom. It's free. Are you free? Not free. Oh, I have to do this. Otherwise, I'm not this. You're not free, bro. I am. I have. I shall. I'm free. Do you understand? You ever wonder why the cross, bro? The cross is a signpost for freedom. You don't see it? It's a symbol. He died on the cross. Amen. Do you not see it? Look at what I have on this. This is a cross. Take it for eternity. It'll look the same. You know, if you took a circle, you can't make it bigger. Even if the circle kept repeating for eternity, it'd still be a circle. This would just be a giant. It's freedom, though. That means you could, once you intersect, bro, with the Lord, you could go forever on both. You have freedom. It's literally a signpost for freedom. Do you not see it? I do. Even in my contradictions, I could go to eternity. Oh, there's even understanding. So, Chad, this is big. You know that? You need freedom. You don't, do you believe? Do you believe that freedom is important? Serious. I remember I brought it up the other day, bro. I'm saying it's funny how many people don't value bro, America, slavery. Are you kidding me? We still talk about it. It's still relevant. Oh, but it's deeper than you think. Do you not get it? Freedom is the number one, bro. Freedom in life, action, soul, spirit. Bro, it's freedom. Freedom. The sign, the cross. Go read the Bible. Go compare it to the religions. You'll see the freedom. But this is why. This is what's going to make or break everything, everyone. Your thought. Your spectrum of thought, Chad, I'm telling you right now, God be the glory. It's not me. I don't know what happened, but guess what? I have gotten a lot smarter. I don't know if you have noticed, but I believe that I got a lot smarter. You know that? I do. But guess what? I didn't read anything new. I didn't read a new book. I didn't go to a course. I didn't go to a class. I didn't do anything. Maybe I'm an idiot and I just think I'm smart. Who knows? But let me just tell you this. I have gotten smarter without doing anything. You know why? Spectrum of thought. As the world narrows and narrows and gets tighter with its spectrum of ideas, I have gained a new level of knowledge by just widening the spectrum. That's it. It's crazy. That's why I say it trips me out. Hasbro running. Do you understand me? You don't even need to learn anything new if people's ideas and thoughts are being restricted and minimized. And I'm not talking conspiracy, I'm talking as a whole. Do you understand? That's how you're going to get smarter. As everybody else's thoughts narrow, your current mind will become more valuable. They don't hear me, bro. Chad, I'm about to take a lap. Are you hearing me right now? Do you believe me right now? How about that? Maybe I should have asked you that. I don't think you understand. As everybody's thoughts narrow, your knowledge is going to make you wiser. You're going to be smarter if you could stick to the narrow path. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I didn't read a new book. I didn't do nothing. All I did was widen the spectrum while they narrowed it. That's it. I just unlocked the whole, y'all asking me how I learned this, how I do that, how God. Just the cross. By widening the spectrum of freedom, rather than narrowing it to the Ouroboros, I have gained a new knowledge. Do you understand me? I don't think I'm the only one who could possess it. That goes for all of you. But this is the problem. This is what I'm really talking about. This is what this Philo is about. This is about belief. Do you not understand the greatest danger of the world? I will. I know it's not a nuclear warfare. It's not. You don't get it? You think you should be worried more about weapons? The environment? No. You should be more worried about thought. Let me say that again. You should be more worried about thought and thinking and ideas. You don't realize that one generation can end the whole human race? This is what G.K. Chesterton says. He says the current generation of humans can end the next generation if they either join a monastery or go jump off a bridge together. Do you get it? It's a joke, but it's true. We could end the human race if we all just entered the monastery. Do you get it? If everybody somehow in the world was like, you know what? We should never have sex to serve God. And everyone did it, boom, no more humans. That's it. We stop reproducing. That's different, right? You see how it's different versus the other one. If everyone just jumped off a bridge, there you go. Do you get it? Yeah, you're always one generation away from everybody dying. One generation, let me put it another way. One generation of thinkers can change the next generation of thinkers. Because a monastery or jumping off of a bridge is just a thought. Do you hear me? Like I'm saying, you're worried about guns, the environment, money, inflation. No, brother. You should be worried about thinking in your thoughts. And everybody else's. And the ability to think freely. Because that, my brother, is what we all will rely upon. You don't get it. The biggest danger of the world is one set of thinkers telling another set of thinkers to stop thinking. Do you not get it? Let me put it another way. A thought that stops thought is the thought that should be stopped. Nothing else. Chad, are you hearing me? A thought that stops thought should be the only thought that should be stopped. Y'all don't get it. You have made Jesus to be your enemy? He's your father. Do you not realize the main aim of religion is to stop this? That's it. And any religion that tells you to stop thinking, that's not it. It's very simple. The most dangerous thought in the world is the thought that tells you to stop thinking. If one set of thinkers gets the next generation to limit their scope of and spectrum of thoughts, and then eventually you all get turned to skeptics to the point where you don't even, you're like, it's not even worth it. I'm just a monkey anyways. What are my thoughts? It's all made up. It's all this. It's all futile. Boom. Do you not get it? The thought of stopping thought has infected. Every single one of you telling me I'll never get a house. That is a thought stopping you from thinking. Because once you say I can't get it, you stop thinking of the options. You stop thinking of the saving. You stop thinking of how you could get it even if you couldn't now. Are you hearing me? And y'all getting mad at Jesus and all. Go read the book. The chief aim of the Bible is to stop the thought that stops thought. I don't know if you've realized it yet. Because only love your neighbor as you love yourself. The way Jesus did it, he was a weird guy, but the way he did it, and it does, there's a lot of similarities, but there's also some big differences. And the way that he did it, that the whole doctrine of Jesus Christ does not stop thought. It tells you right and wrong, but it doesn't stop thought. Do you understand how critical this is? It doesn't give you a rule and that's why the cross is a signpost of freedom. It doesn't say you must do this. Have man taken the words of God and tried to condemn you? They have. He tells you right, he tells you wrong. He tells you you're forgiven. Think about it. The doctrine of Jesus Christ does not stop thought. But there's a lot of other doctrines that do, even down to politicians. Are you hearing me? I think this is mind-blowing. I love it. That's why I'm telling y'all, do whatever you want. I don't care. My people must believe. All of you. I can't help you if you don't believe. I need thinkers, and I need thinkers who believe in thinking. And I need believers who are going to tell me that my thoughts are not limited in any way because it's a thought. Go, your body is limited. I understand. I'm 5'6", dog. I get it. I get heartburn from time to time. Your body may be limited, but don't tell me your thought is limited. You cannot be thinking about stopping thought. And any thought that stops thought is an evil one. My brother, that's death. That's why I'm saying, bro. Anybody trying with this propaganda, I don't know what their intention is or not. Anybody trying to get you to stop thinking. That's why every time someone tries to limit your possibilities, bro, that's a danger. That is more dangerous than not. You know why? Because if I put that idea on the cross and took it to eternity, if we truly all stopped thinking and thought, we would end as a human race. That's it. Very simple. That will be the day we end. Y'all waiting for the rapture. Y'all waiting for all these wars. No, come on. Nothing ever happens, they say. You don't get it. It will happen once we start teaching people to stop thinking. Once the thought that stopped thought goes unchecked, we're done. But we still have time now. And I hope you all realize this. Do you understand why I won't shut up about God now? And freedom and Jesus? And I keep saying freedom. And I'm relating it to our time here. And our purpose and our mission and the oppression. Oh, I believe it. And it's real. My brother, I'm here to give thought. Go ahead. I won't stop thought. Oh, you might go, you banned me. What were you talking about? Tell me what's possible in money, in life, in eternity. Not conversation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Has nothing, not your conversation. I'm talking your thought. Does your mind and thoughts lead to stopping thought? Does your set of core values prevent you from having another thought or idea? Again, the best example is a home. Like I'm saying, the moment you believe that you will never own a house, that stops you from the next 5 thoughts. If everybody does that, that creates a generation of no owners. Do you get it? Do whatever you want, bro. You must not stop thought. Do you get it? Thought, not conversation. Not, let's talk. I'm talking about deep down in your heart. Are you thinking and believing? It doesn't matter if you have AI or not. Guys, this has been going on forever. That's why the truth of the Bible shines, bro. This is old. The people of the world knew this and had this. I'm telling you, everybody knows this. The real ones know. The thought that stops thought, that's when it ends. I'm not talking rapture. I'm not talking anything. I'm just talking humanity. Like in a weird way of people. The most dangerous thought is one that stops thought. That's it. That's the chief aim. That's what you should watch out for. That's why anybody trying to get you to believe a limited imagination or belief, to darken your imagination, they're trying to stop thought. And then once you stop thought, bro, it's crazy. People stop their lives. Like, come on. That's the whole point. It's contradicting. That's what G.K. Chesterton brought this all up, because he says that, like, dude, you don't realize it? Skepticism is a contradiction. Because if you were truly skeptic, like, you could become skeptical of everything, but if you got to the pure form of skepticism, why would you even believe your own thought? Do you understand? Some of you are skeptics. You're like, oh, yeah, everything. Oh, this, no, that's why. You doubt it. And I'm a skeptic. But have you guys noticed I believe in Jesus? You know why? Because if you are a true skeptic and take it to its very core, you will believe in nothing. Because you're like, oh, we're just monkeys, we're just animals, and why would you even believe it anyways? That's it. A true skeptic returns to death. Because then you'll realize all of these thoughts are futile. But maybe if we can't even trust ourselves, if we're this, nothing even really matters. You don't get it? It's all contradicting. But ironically enough, that, again, the true skeptic, that thought would lead to a stopping of thought. Because if you actually took it to its extreme, eventually you'll stop thinking. You're like, yeah, you're right. I'm nothing. It's actually insane. That's why he goes and he explains. He said, it's funny how we demand these things or we try to say all this stuff, but it's like, well, wait, even if we were a skeptic, a true skeptic, he wouldn't believe in anything. This is ironic. It's like an egoist. Like egoism. And he said, like, H.G. Wells will preach egoism. Right? There's a time where people preach egoism, Satanism. And egoism is about yourself, right? Just always doing it for yourself. That's the ego. Always pleasure yourself, always benefit, right? That's egoism. Okay. But then the person who is teaching them egoism was preaching it to them. Well, that's contradicting. You know why? What does preaching mean? Preaching means to give away freely. Preach, give it away. So you mean to tell me the egoist preaches about egoism? The guy telling you about everything for yourself is actually giving that thought away freely. Funny. Do you see it? You take these thoughts to their end, you'll realize they're contradicting. That's the Ouroboros. That's the snake eating its tail. It just goes, because once it looks good at one point, but if you take it to its end, it contradicts itself, it eats itself, and goes all over again. See, this is the part. Let me ask you this, man. If you want to rebel from a thought or an idea, or you want to tell me nothing in this world can be trusted, can you tell me what can be? Because let me just say this another way. If you rebel, but you can't tell me what you trust in, you are not a real revolutionary. You don't really care about real change. You just want to complain. Do you understand? It's a circle. Go, tell me what you hate, why other people are bad. It's all the same thing. If you rebel but can't tell me what you trust in, what are you doing? What change are you trying to actually get? How many times do you see that? I see, again, that's what happens. Skepticism, killing the thought of thought before you know it. One at a time, bro. People say, it's this is a scam. This is that. And guess what? I know a lot of it is, but haven't you noticed? I tell you exactly what I can trust. I'm skeptical of everything, but not everything. Does that make sense? I'm skeptical of the world, but I have truth. Don't tell me you're rebelling against anything, but you can't tell me what you believe in. We don't operate. That's not human. That's the irony about it. No one does. We don't do that. You're just destroying things. Or you're stopping thought. Because you could tell me why it's wrong, but you can't tell me what you trust? How? How can you identify what was so wrong? Shouldn't that mean you could know what's right? Then how? Tell me what you trust. So do you get it? Don't you stop your thought for a second, Chad. The moment you stop thinking, that's it. And it's not, dude, do you not get what I'm saying? This is just like AI. Because I told you today, bro, thinking is compiling data per the AI. When humans think, what are we doing? We're deducting reason. Do you see what I'm saying when I'm like, be careful of a thought that stops thinking? Dude, I'm not talking about you in your mind going, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, what am I going to do today? No. I mean the thought in your mind where you're like, oh, I'll never be able to do that. You don't realize that's a thought that just stopped thought? Do you understand? That when you tell me you will never get a house, that's what I mean by stopping thinking. You're not thinking even though you thought something. You may think in your head you'll never get a house, but do you realize that if you truly believe and accept that, that thought will stop the next thought? You need to understand this. This is a danger to the world. Do you guys not hear what I just said? Think about it. This is a threat to humanity. If one generation gets the next generation to stop thinking, if one set of thinkers gets the next to stop thinking, our whole spectrum will be built in limitation. Or every time we have the chance to break out, we stop thinking. So you want to find your real enemy? When y'all want to say they, the people, this in life, and you going through, I don't know why why do I keep doing this? I know, it's simple. You better start identifying the thoughts that are stopping thought. You're free, brother. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I'm going to keep telling you. I'm going to keep reminding you of the freedom. But this is part of it. That's why I didn't learn anything new. I just got a new spectrum. That's it. I'm free. I'm free to think. You tell me what the human world has shown me. I don't care. I have God. I have a heart of a child. You know what that means? I won't stop thinking. That means you can't limit me with rations, reason, the world to tell me to stop thinking. You don't get it? You could tell me whatever you want. You could base it in this, but I will never stop my thought. Neither will any of my brothers. And the moment you do, bro, that's where you failed. That's where you need to stop it. And I don't care if you believe in my religion, my God, I don't care. Because if you have ears, you should hear what I just said. We should all be in favor of this. Any religion, belief, we must stop the thoughts that stop thought. We must breed and build imagination and belief and limitlessness. What are we talking about? It is evil to stop thought. That's the oppression. So Chad, don't you fall for this. You do whatever you want, but don't you stop thinking. You believe. You must. Do you see why? I pray you don't fall for this, bro. That you don't fall into the trap that you just stop thinking. You believe the one lie that stops the next set of thoughts that was going to unleash the waterfall, bro. Don't. That's believe. That's why do you think I keep telling you who my dad is? I believe, bro. And the world keep telling me a lot, but nah, bro. And every time I'm glad I believed in my dad. You know? For real. That thought, I didn't stop thinking. They told me to stop the thoughts, but nah. That was right there, bro. So Chad, I hope you get it. You believe, bro. You want real freedom? How y'all want freedom? You want to tell me real freedom? You got thoughts that are stopping thoughts. That's the danger. That's the enemy. I love all of y'all. I will forgive y'all. I'll hold a high standard and I'll forgive you like a hippie. My only enemy is the thought that stops thought. Do you understand? That's my enemy. That's what I'll take out. I have zero tolerance for it. Those are the people. Those are the scoundrels. Those are the people causing the problem. It's the thought that stops thought. Go ahead. I'm not trying to push anything on you. You get what I'm saying? I never was. You see what I'm saying? I never was, bro. I just don't want thought to stop. A thought that stops thought will not be no. You must all believe. I'd rather be crazy than not believing. I would rather be a lunatic than actually just living in a belief that I can't think about the next step. You know what? I'd rather be anything else but that. Because that's death. And that is literally how the human race will die. One of these days, the next generation just believes they can't. A thought that stops thought. My brother, that's skepticism taken to its end. So don't tell me it's not real. But I love it, man. And praise God, and God bless all of you. But Chad, let me remind you, the gate is closing. These have been good Philos. I love them. They've been getting me excited. They've been giving me a lot of revelation. I've seen it in you guys, but remember, every day. But it's about be free. Be free. There's no way you go through all that. I need freedom. And trust in those of you who value freedom. I could tell how you'll value it because you'll never throw chains on your brother. You get it? I could tell who's been freed or not by how you treat the chains with your brother. So take that to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. Your mobile press hot chat. Ooh, I like this one. I might play this one after. Get you some humble.
I said it's fucking play that motherfucker.
Up in the foreign, rapping about that shit get boring. Looking around, things more important before it go down. I'm gonna short it. Mama ain't proud. I ain't a lawyer, but to tell her I got a coat. Need me a castle. I want a moat. Financials are fragile. Watch it real close. The technicals lagging. That shit a joke. This shit a fact. I'm not trying to boast. I got me a straddle. Played on both. I always watch candles. Come get the smoke. Yeah. Hey, it's the realest shit. Reminiscing. Philo 607 switching. Then we dip. They said the Fed ahead of this. Invest the sentiment with shit, but they only just seen a blip. They thought it'd be relieved real quick. You smart, you buy where fear exists. I'm breaking it down and I'm kicking the facts. I love when they laugh when I say it'll crash. Just give me a minute, I'll take you to class. Like 2014, saw oil's first dip. Cheap energy make China and emerging markets rip. But oil had to dip cause Russia's really on some shit. They paved the way to take Ukraine and said they gonna annex it. Like, whoa, that was the first sanction. $100 barrels down to 80 started tanking. But as it got cheaper, more producers started cranking. Output kept raising. Lower futures kept on trading. Same time, China bubble racing. We should've known it's trailing. But nobody was caring. How could that affect us? Buy the dips effective. If money was the medicine and healing wrote prescriptions. But let's go back to Shanghai. Let's talk them central bank guys. The market's down 60, so they had to move swiftly. Devalued in a day more than they have in a whole quarter century. But nobody thought that's fishy. Okay, 3 years. Currency even weaker. EM growth even bleaker. Where it goes, they don't know, but need a leader. LTR, not talking leaders. Long-term rates is what I mean. Invert the curve and set the theater. Once it turns, they'll be believers. They see near. I saw for meters. Now it's here, so now they hear it. I don't need it. Y'all don't feel me. Y'all lucky this my favorite. Josh Answers, call me Lil Buffett. Been a decade since I made a meal. Y'all still haven't done it. Money come with problems and I love the repercussions. You an Instagrampreneur, nice pitch but don't do nothing. Pull up dripping, I ain't got the time, I had to slide. You too high, remind me of the market in no fire. They like to creep a lot, I like to trade the spy. And I know they don't believe in God, but feel him in my vibe. Really rich, I pull up Millie in the parking lot. They tell me that they listening, so why you think I talk a lot? I'm making money on the market, trading on phenomena. I beat the market every year, come meet me in the octagon. I'm on my Babylon, you lucky I got cameras. Get knowledge like I'm Santa Claus, got millionaires in Canada. I'm buying gold in Africa, I weigh it, I don't count it up. The factor in the tax enough, you asking me, I'ma laugh it up. Hey, for real though, what are you doing this for? Like, ask yourself that.
Hey, Fly, turn this shit out.
It took a while to get here. Told the daddies take care. You could ask my mama, been hustling since daycare. So I had a lot of time to get me all these haters. Talking God in every song because he showed me favor. But don't get it wrong, Tyrone, you meet the maker. I'm a weirdo. Study coaches ran the planet. Learned the earnings in the balance. Serve a purpose, not a man. I'm a working in the famine. I learned working from the end. I'm the sickest motherfucker that you never seen before. I care about the final score and worry about the leaderboard. What the fuck you smiling for? Start acting like you been before. I'm just trying to live my life. Watch all the seeds I'm planting grow. Yeah, there's some shit you probably read about. Business and constituents, some words that make you sleepy, yeah. But I just made $1 million trading news up off the TV, yeah. I put that shit on YouTube, now the youth is trying to beat me now. So, take notes and not granted. Stay woke and upstanding. Buy hope and sell panic. That's a lesson in disguise, so you might wanna rewind that. Sell it on the high, decay time, then I buy back. I'ma take it, it's flagrant, but take patience. I'm stalking, then waiting, then trade it. Support it or hate it. I love your engagement. I came from the basement, like Drake said. Started from the bottom, how I get here. Lots of risk management, I focus on the 10 year. All that matters, what's not when, just patient till it get here. I'ma do this till I'm dead, I hope I'm making this clear. Feel me, you should kill me, otherwise pay me no mind. But if you wise, pay me your time up. Try to fly and pay the fine, do what you want, your life ain't mine. Ask my brother, ask my bitch, everything I take my time. You tryna ride, I'ma teach you how to move. When the only option losing, the environment is fools. Let me inspire what to do, give them some value, speak the truth. The shit I'm speaking, this ain't new. The way I speak it, make it cool. I dumb it down, I act a fool. I'ma kick this lesson in this one, encompass all of it. You only get one life to live. You blow it, then you dumb as shit. Money, it start coming in. Make sure you pay the government. Just learn the game, do what they say to teach you how to duck that shit. I'm talking escorts, LLCs. This a loophole melody. Feel like I'm Pablo Medellin. I gave my people what they need. I told my God I had a dream. Me like for real, you telling me you think it's coming that easy? So, yeah. Why you think I'm on my grind? I treat this life like it ain't mine. For that been beaten and despised. I've been seen, I've been admired. I've been angry all the time. I've been tired, uninspired. But that's the devil, he a lie.
I've been seen, I've been admired, I've been angry all the time. But that's the devil, he's a lie. Ooh. Oh, God is good. God is good all the time. If he ain't, then you lying. What up, baby? What up, baby? We're back. I love Monday. Oh. Yes. The Language of God by Francis Collins? No, I have not. If it was written before the 19th century, I probably haven't. Most of my religious shit is from like 1800s, believe it or not. I like the old shit a lot. I'll check it out though. I'm always down. If I've got a good audiobook, I like a good audiobook, especially with all the driving, bro. Beautiful. Just want you to know you're my favorite code. So yeah, if you have anything, you let me know. Questions, off topic.
Focus on the 10-year.
Oh yeah, focus on the 10-year. You get it? Like the 10-year goal and then the 10-year bond. Oh wow. Waiting for earnings. Ooh. Yeah, we still got some this week. We still got like another, what, 20, 30%? I still have the chart somewhere. Everybody slows down, though. You'll get, like, after this, everyone gets hyped on the first ones. If he ain't, then you lying. Upstart. Wow, that's big. Upstart. 50 cents. Not too big, but big enough. But not big enough for a trigger. How people would pick science or religion, but he proves that science answers the questions religious can't, and religion answers that science can't. Yeah, I like that. Sounds like a cross to me. But yeah, that's kind of, I mean, a lot of this stuff, like, that's why I tell people, like, I mean, I grew up, like, academic. You know, I went to college, I have multiple degrees, and I grew up I grew up rejecting religion. So that's why I get disappointed when I see even the modern world kind of get away from academia and kind of how we used to behave, because then it's not even like religion, but it's also not even like academic. It's hard to explain, or scientific. But yeah, I think studying a lot of this stuff, and if you are like really into it and like you just notice, you'll notice these. You'll notice things in science, you'll notice things in religion and other places, and everywhere has what it's lacking or not. But then there is one that has a cross. Oh, my thoughts on the innocent people suffering in the world. Honestly, that's the easiest one. But I'm going to leave you to go and find it. That isn't the... So let me put it this way. If that's your only like reservation for like believing in God is like the terrible suffering, that I think you need to go a little deeper. But there is an answer, and we've talked about it a lot, and it boils down to free will and a lot of other things, and the things we both understand and not. But it's like that. I think that's just only one part of it, unfortunately. You know, and that's what we're talking about, like society. Why do you love society? You know what I'm saying? Why do you love civilization? It's a very complex thing. Everything in life is complex, and it has contradictions. Like, just so like what you said, it's not about the suffering and all that. It's look at the contradiction. All loving God, all knowing God, all that. So it's there. My thoughts is it's already been rectified and covered. I've already covered it. So go back, but what it's covered on is even today. I believe and I trust God, and I trust his plan. If you want to eat, I don't think you'll accept that answer, and you're going to want something else. But it's literally like we said, one mystery, everything's lucid, rather than everything lucid and then everything being a mystery. So I have my one mystery. It's Sky Daddy, invisible Jesus Christ. I accept that mystery. Everything else, it makes sense. But if you're looking for lucidity in everything, you might end up finding everything to be mysterious. Mara. I have one. Dude, Mara came up. Did I write that down? I don't think I did. I think I got too distracted. If he ain't, then you lying. Yeah. Instead, call me Mara, for the Almighty has made life very bitter for me. You guys know that's in the Bible? I screenshotted it. I was reading it at dinner. I had to get a meal, and I was just sitting there, bro, and I pull out my Bible. And I'm just sitting there because I had to like go quick. And I'm like waiting, I'm just chilling, bro. And I read, I'm like, what? And I screenshot it. Instead, call me Mara, M-A-R-A, for the Almighty has made life very bitter for me. I went away full, but the Lord has brought me home empty. That's what Mara says in the Bible. So yeah. What? Yeah, that you need more confirmation on that one. I don't know if that's it. That'd be crazy though. Otherwise, or oil would skyrocket. Remember, like the crazier the war headline, if it's like real and like legit, oil's gonna skyrocket. No matter what, they can't help themselves. To Marathon Digital? They're not Marathon Digital. They're now Mara Holdings. $24K lobster pendant. Now you want? That's a good. I like the reason behind it, but you have wanted a lot of stuff lately. You've given me like 4 new things in the last 5 days. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I don't think you're going through the 30-day challenge, so you're good. But this is why, though, you gotta like chill a little bit. There's a lot of. Remember, the eye is the appetite. Be careful with this saying. Someone might go all in. Oh, well, yeah, it's not a... It says, well, based on the Bible, it didn't say that. It didn't give you an all-in thesis. You're not willing to get past it, but you're willing to get past so many other contradictions. Everybody, not just you. But that's why I said, it's like usually that question though, it's not. If that's what people get tripped up on, it's deeper. It's deeper than rap. But and that's the saying. It's like if you have a good explanation, but you're getting tripped up on a contradiction. I think my first answer answered it. You know what I'm saying? Because, dude, there's a lot, and there's a lot in this world that is very there, but, you know, you won't get tripped up on the other stuff. Like, what's wind, dude? And then that doesn't trip you up. The spinning ball and the things they don't understand. So, you'll find your answer if you are genuine in how you seek it. I see MP about to go 6664. No 30-day challenge, but sometimes, like, well, anytime, if you, like, come into a lot of money or something big happen, I tell you to chill for, like, 30 days. Because some people will be like, I just got this money. What do I do? What do I buy? Should I do this? Should I do that? And most of the time, it's just, like, chill for 30 days, come into an amount, get used to it. Get ideas, but just don't spend it right away. Because a lot of times, if you come into more money than you've handled or other things, so there. But, yeah, he kept asking me about other stuff. That's why I was like, maybe you're not on a challenge, but it sounds like one of those other ones. So we'll see. Live standoff. Oh, dude, did you see the one yesterday? Bro, there was a live there was a standoff in Temecula or like the freeway going to Temecula. Dude stole a car, and then there was a standoff on the 15. Oh, Stu Mondale. Let's see, where's he at?
No.
Shit.
He's like, hang on a second, I got something for you.
This is
I got
this
something
looks
for you
ratchet as
well.
fuck. I'm
Just give me a
down.
minute. My dustpan fell
Yeah,
down.
bro, there was a shooting in LA too.
Housekeeping we've been running amok lately. I don't see a weapon.
What does his car say? Toxicology got my...
Okay, all right.
Toxicology got my... Oh my gosh, wait, what does that say?
Well,
oh, dude, this
is definitely...
Bro, his hood says toxicology.
I wasn't sure, but I wasn't sure how you guys were going to toss it to us. The standoff is definitely continuing out here in the Atwater Village
area.
Get my
corpse in this
van. Off of
Holy shit!
Now, that vehicle that you see right there got the attention of law enforcement. There's a lot of writing on it. Nothing.
Yo, this is probably the weirdest one.
Something that you can't read,
I don't, dude. Hold up. This is the weirdest
disturbing. The driver of the vehicle made their way over here to the Costco, parked it, and now is out and is communicating.
So he's in a Costco, bro. I just read it. It says it says toxicology. Get my corpse in this van. That's what it says in like red on the hood. Oh, this is live in LA.
Person as well.
At Costco.
I'm not sure where she went, but she definitely was allowed by law enforcement to make at least talk to that person.
I've not seen this one, bro. This one's weird.
And you see what we're seeing. It's a little bit more communication.
I think it's in red. I don't think it's in blood, but I think he was going for the blood effect.
It's more of a standoff, and it's happening out here.
No, he's saying toxicology, take the van in his body. So I think this dude is planning on going out.
Anybody in,
and this is this is already creepy from the jump, bro. No, this is in LA. This is live.
Sorry about that, Christian. I wasn't...
Jeez, man. This one's weird. We've seen police chases, not anybody with a message, bro.
Oh, we're coming back. We're going to stay with this. Okay. All right.
Fox is like, yeah, stay with this. This is drama.
Just between you and I like cookies.
This one's weird, bro.
Yes, Christian, sir.
The hood says toxicology, get my body in this van. Or something of that nature. I might be off on the quote. But it's definitely a message of...
Got it.
Inspect his body and van after this is all done. But the dude is alive and he's talking to law enforcement, but... No, this is creepy as fuck, dude. Yeah, even Stu, this is dark. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this, man. I might turn it off in a sec. This is creepy. This is weird. That's why you guys need to stop doing shrooms. I don't think he's vibing. I'd be creepy, bro. If y'all pulled up into a Costco like that on your hood.
No problem. Let them dictate what we're going to do on our show as well. Not a problem. Is this wide enough, or where do you want your wide? I'm being serious. I do not want to upset them. I know how they get. Is this the wide they're looking for?
Stu's like, all right, I'll be an asshole about it. I think they're fucking. His producers are fucking with him.
Gabriel, thank you. Dave, it's moments like that I just want to hug you.
Yeah, this is just a weird one. Let's go get the guy help.
Yes. Okay, copy all. Can we drift a little to the right? Okay, copy all. I'm not. You know I don't want to see anything like that, and I don't. And if I thought anything was like that was going to happen, I would be much more cautious.
Yeah, are you guys picking up on it?
Oh,
they're worried. So like the producer and Stu are like arguing, but they're worried about what's gonna go down. It's creepy. This is weird. This is very, very weird. Because they're like, get close enough, but they don't want it close enough if he does anything weird. And then they're getting a bad vibe from it. That's what he's talking about. Yeah, it's not even, his shit might go down. That's why. This is very odd. I know, that's what I'm saying. I think, well, this is either like super serious or like this guy's just like tweaking.
Oh, hey, sorry about that. I thought we were done talking a few minutes. We're taking a look at what's going on out here. If you're just joining us, that van or that bus that you see right there with the gentleman in the doorway, that was a pursuit from earlier on. The original one is criminal threats. Don't know who those threats were against, but they were making threats, and that van trying to get the attention of officers, and they did. It got their attention. It turned into a pursuit, and it came here to the Atwater Village area. Like I said, this is the Costco where this vehicle found a parking spot, backed in and parked. LAPD, they did surround it, and they actually have officers nearby as well, just in case.
I'm more pissed the Costco parking lot's empty. Like, what the fuck?
They also threw some spike strips out in front of the vehicle. You can see them right there.
I've never seen it empty on any day.
I believe the only person inside that
How
bus
come it's so? That's what I'm saying, bro.
there.
LA is like empty. It's tripping me out.
There is some sort of discussion, and that is a huge plus.
How you got 4 spots in Costco right next to each other?
That is what they want to see. They just want to bring this to an end, a peaceful end, get that suspect out of that vehicle, and then possibly whatever help that person might need. But right now, still very tense as they see the officers with their weapons out. They are keeping folks away from this portion of the parking lot. And as far as the Costco goes itself, they're not allowing anybody in, but they're allowing folks to leave. So if this is your plan this afternoon, you might want to check before you make your way over to the Costco in the Atwater Village area. I'm Stu and Skyfox. Back to y'all in the studio.
All right, are they going back, or they're just gonna keep it on there? Is it power hour yet? 11:30.
We'll get it right. We got one more. Hey, Christian, hang on. What's up? Got it. No, yeah. Let me see if I can listen to our CBS friends. I just have static. Both of them. 5 and 6. If I could hear your IFB, I could follow along with what you're talking about. You guys didn't interrupt and said, hey, okay. Yeah, if you guys would. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what? I have a feeling it's for the internet, and if it's for the internet, I can't hear it, so I'm just going to shut off their IFB. I don't know how long they're going to stay on it. I'll be sensitive for a little bit, but eventually I'm going to want to look and see what's going on.
What are they doing?
Oh.
What's that?
I dig the jumpsuit. Very cool. Copy. Okay. Yeah, I can't hear it, so.
No, he's live on stream. Everyone
might be
loves
talking
Stu.
about something, and
everyone loves
I
this
can't
Stu
follow
stream,
along.
both in LA and abroad. Stu police chases are like it brings YouTube together. I feel like, at least a part of it. We all love it. Stu's a good guy. I like him. He doesn't.
Enough.
That's why it's good to have him behind the camera too, because he doesn't like showing violence. That's why he's tripping out with them, because he's like, "What are you doing?" Because they want him to shoot it, and they just don't know it's gonna happen.
Okay, copy all. Hey, whoever is muscling us over to the right, tell them to back off, and we're gonna drift to the right a little bit, please. Copy all, thank you. Yeah, he's definitely got his agenda. He's talking to these guys, like, you know, explaining to them, you know, this is why I'm like
why
this.
Not but I know, right? I guess. I don't know. You don't know what could happen. We're pretty far away. He is talking to him.
Yeah.
MP, bro, 67. We have a standoff in LA.
Copy all. Good luck with that. This might be coming to an end. 10 seconds. He's changing his mind again. Well, the latest is that suspect in that bus that was short pursuit came here to the Costco area. You can see that person just took off his shirt. And I was actually kind of hoping that that was a, look, I don't have any weapons on me type of move. Maybe he was going to start making his way out of that bus, but it didn't seem like it's not going to move that quickly. Clearly that person has some mental issues or has some issues that are very important to him that maybe we just don't understand.
That's why
the bus has a lot of writing on it,
and
it was in a pursuit. The original want
it seems kind of creepy, but I think the guy
is
just
criminal threats, and that could mean a lot of things. Let's take a quick look at the Costco, show you what's going on out here. It's always busy, especially the one here off of Los Feliz. LAPD, they've got the parking lot kind of on lockdown. Basically, they're saying nobody is allowed into the parking lot anymore, but anybody that wants to leave is allowed to leave, well, with the exception of the suspect. They also have other officers posted nearby off the property just in case this person gets out and it turns into a foot chase or something like that. Clearly, this person has an agenda. He is talking with law enforcement. That is always a huge plus. There has been no injuries to anybody, thank goodness with that. But you know, when they start talking, that usually is an indication that there is some sort of resolve coming up. Hopefully we'll see that. You can see him sitting there in the stairwell of that bus talking with law enforcement. I am sure they have crisis negotiators en route as well. Hopefully this won't become a longer type of standoff.
No, you're good, bro. Like I said, even GK Chesterton, I think I heard it this weekend. That's but he was just talking about even how, like, the whole, like, why does evil things happen question. Most of the time, like, when that's asked, it's just not like a genuine, like, if that's really the only thing you're getting hung up on, it's and again, respectfully, that's why I was like, it doesn't matter if you have to read the room or not, nothing to do with that. I hope you follow the rules, but it just, most of the time, that's just like a very disingenuous exploration of the belief. So that's why it's like that. I don't really spend that much, and again, we've covered it a lot. So it's like we've had some good talks and like deep and they're real, but how you can't just go backwards. I know you can, but if someone does, it kind of is just disingenuous. That's how that's why it's like, if you're curious, you'll go find it. I've talked about it too. I think a couple weeks ago on one of the Philos, but
you know,
even then, I think Dave even answered it in the answer I gave you.
People like this,
so,
and I always
just
think
more
to myself,
along, like, you know, there's
a
lot more deeper things. And if you're really serious and, like, for God and knowing God, I don't think that,
you know,
that's not the one we get hooked
maybe
up
on his BS.
There's so many things
Whatever
in the world that we have let slide and ignore as well.
You know, it's just sad.
Yeah.
And like I was trying to say earlier on too, it's like you just don't know how people like this get here. You know. Clearly,
almost.
What do you think? 50s. Yeah. Yeah, so he's lived his life, or a good portion of it. It's like, how do you wind up living in a... Yeah, welcome to my world, right? It's just... And then you get something, you get some weird bug in your ear, like, you're toxic or something, and it's like...
Mura.
And then you got, like, me and maybe a bunch of other people all out here judging you. It's like, are we right? I would venture to say we are. Are we in the right? That's where it gets a little difficult.
Yeah, bro, he doesn't even look that old.
I think I've seen it.
He is. He's pretty much saying, like, y'all just want to fucking film it. And that's why he's just arguing with his producers about it. And he's like, come on, bro. Because that's what I was saying. Like, it was very creepy at first, but then, like, the dude's not, like, doing anything. And then you're like, come on, bro. Like,
but
I kind of... Yeah, you can see the vibe.
I personally can't.
High Ticker's getting a little active.
Take that stance or even say
Brazil
anything
to
negative
announce
about it because I don't have that to fall back on. You know what I mean? It's like I don't. If you look at my childhood, I mean, people who know me say that my parents were interesting, and they were. I mean, everybody's interesting, right? But I don't. You got to take responsibility for you. You know what I mean? You can't. Okay, so, right, in the beginning, but then when you get older, you should be able to decipher that and say, okay, I don't want to be that. That's not who I am, or, yeah, that's pretty effed up, and let me, work around it. But at any rate, we don't, here we're doing psychology from 1,200 feet, you know what I mean? Yeah. We got really quiet. Was somebody talking at me? I'm sorry. Yes, Michelle, now I can hear you. What's up? Okay. Is my audio on live now? Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I understand, and I thank you, and I'm being serious about that. Copy all. Seeing a little less weaponage out also, so that kind of, it's the same thing. It's like... to come out, right? And you can... this is all we can do is read body language, and at least her body language is a little bit more open and discussing. And like I said, that I'm not sure about this guy, but for the most part, everybody had weapons out. Now we see less weapons out. See if this guy still got his gun out, or her. Yeah, she does, but it's pointed down. Yeah, I'm all SOS on my phone, so I can't get any internet. miss anything, but let's look at... Where are you going to put me if you're taking me out? All right. Copy all. Got it. I venture to say probably on something, right? Oh, you know that ear thing? That's going to be we need the helicopters to leave. I have a feeling that's coming. He did that thing like he can't hear. So I have a feeling LAPD is going to be like, oh, we need all the helicopters out of here. Well, this one does. But I think she just swapped out. I don't think that's the same lady. But it is kind of relaxed. You see the muzzle is, yeah. Right. And then you also got to figure LAPD, they're still here, right? Down low? Oh, he did? All right. Uh-oh, we lost the IFB. Skyvox, TOC, we have lost the IFB, lost the IFB, lost the IFB. Thank you, it's back. That was quick, thank you. I forgot the name of it was a cartoon. 10 to the picture. It was the Sandman and Jack Frost, and this guy looks like Santa Claus from the cartoon. Copy. Oh, maybe the smoking is part of your problem. Maybe you got cancer. Oh, there you go. How weird is that? Just mentioned it and the comedian says the same thing, like almost right out the box. Trippy. I'm sorry, guys. I guess if we're live someplace, they're probably like, hey, what are you doing, man? I'm like, trying to get my internet to work so I can join you guys. Nope. Right to the little satellite and the SOS. I wonder if that's Sputnik on my phone. What's Iron Man's name in the Tony Stark? If I had Tony Stark money and Tony Stark resources, I think I'd have Sputnik in my apartment. The original. Of course I do. Michelle, hello. Of course, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, thank you for keeping me in the loop. I appreciate it. Who's this woman? I don't know, maybe. Just wait till the show's over, then we can move around a little bit. I have a feeling that this is some sort of social worker. Oh yeah, and then be stuck over there. Right. Oh, I hear you. Between you and I, unless they beanbag him, which I don't think they will because he can retreat into the bus. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It is a bus. Can retreat into his domicile. You know, so I don't think they're going to do much. I think they're going to wait for him to actually get out and, you know, create some distance. Yeah. And if we're live somewhere, it's criminal threats. Criminal threats. That's from LAPD and our assignment desk. Yeah. True. Yeah, and even if it's like what it says on the hood is something like, you know, basically do toxicology when I'm dead. And on the other side, on the driver's side door, right. And on the other side, yep, he's got it's a, what's that called? Poster board, and we can't really read it, but it's basically the same thing. Oh, I was going to say, I hope that doesn't go that direction. I don't think it will. He seems pretty peaceful. Right? You think it's a beer? I think it's a Coke. Yeah. I think he's got a cola down there. Maybe it's a Coca-Cola, not a Pepsi. Could be a Dr. Pepper. Could be the DP. They mentioned already command post, so you know this is... Could you imagine if that's your car, like right next to him, and you're just like... It's like you hope you got enough, you got that little bit of extra so you can get an Uber home. Try to come back in a couple hours. Get home, clean the cat box, you know, do your stuff. Could be. Like the chase, maybe.
Damn, bro. This is still going on? I took a call, bro. I saw audio moving, so I figured, but it's still, like, slow. They're still, like, damn. Bro, this whole day, the market, the police chase. No. I was fighting real estate, sir. I took a call. I was like, might as well. Because I was sitting there. Oh, I need to do a stretch. Yeah, I was gonna go pee, and then I'm already carboed out today. Oh, he had a stew, Philo. What'd he say? Oh, give me one. I'm down. I like Philo.
What?
Oh, I need a pro. How do I still forget something on this beautiful Monday?
Got it good. They're doing training. Exactly. Is the other person even more basic on his calls? Like weird things like air to air, like air 7 on air to air. Yeah. Okay, that was on Friday. Maybe it's a different guy. The Guardians. The Guardians. That's the movie that I'm talking about. The animated movie that I'm talking about.
I was just yelling.
Sure it's the
I had to get a pro. But yeah, dude, nothing. Even though Apple's like dumping right now, nothing is moving. Even this police chase thing. Honestly, the last like hour and a half, I was just like, that was crazy. Nothing's happening, Habib.
That's interesting. You know what? Maybe this is like his spot.
What got him there? I think I heard one of them.
A little homeless.
When he was being like, he was telling him.
Parking area.
He was saying, like, dude, just get the guy help. So I'm like, man, this one wasn't as bad. It was creepy because of the little thing on the text, but I don't know. He seemed more just lost than like dangerous.
No, it's a station wagon, but it's kind of a classic.
Stu. He's looking at the classics. He likes cars. I follow Stu on Instagram. I'll see his pictures.
Yeah, Dylan was getting a little...
Whoa, SRFM.
It was a long day.
Up 9. Oh, wait.
It was a long day. And it was
Weren't they doing a deal? I forgot. SRFM? Remember they got a headline the other day?
No, I think... No, that's what I'm saying. He was just... the calls were annoying him. He had an opinion. That's the best I can do. He just had an opinion. Yeah. I don't think we could physically even do that. We're going to need fuel between now and then.
Surf Air responds to SEC comment. That was August 1st.
What? Never. Hey, I almost had an excuse today because I literally, the alarm did not go off. I'm just glad I did the, hey Siri, what time is it? Because I was like, yeah. Yeah, when it said 4:45, I was just like, oh man, I'm supposed to be there. It's like... Feed the rodents, jump in the shower. My cats. But I still had time to stop for Starbucks, so it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't like that kind of emergency. You almost kind of think you could just walk up to him. Top of the hour for KCal. Is that back on the net or non-net? Operating with no net?
I think DVR is on. Yeah, I left it on by accident. Man, we're listening. I should have kept it up. I feel, Stu. I feel.
All right, I'm not even going to try anymore. Keep looking at the phone, and it's just SOS. What about college? Oh.
Oh, protein. Bro, this is just a slow day, man. Happy Monday. We do have 1 minute till power hour, but I haven't even heard Trump. All we had was the India stuff, so...
Okay, it's got it. Usually if it's on 9, it's on 6. But I'll flip back and forth. I mean, it's nothing but touching the radio. It's 6. Los Angeles. Oh, sorry.
We could invite Stu. He could fly over.
Oh, I remember that.
He could fly on over. Woo!
Hang on.
They have the police scanners on. I'm getting kind of over. If I keep it on, I'm gonna zone out. There's nothing moving. The stocks are moving, but my news tickers aren't moving. Dude, it's tripping me out. It's slow. American Eagle went up, and a couple of others. MP, we have some of those contracts. You got a couple of other things, but we do have earnings this week, and then just a few. Still a decent amount. It's actually still one of the bigger weeks. Oh, I wanted to get you guys that chart. That's what I should be looking for. I should just start editing the video. I haven't got the video edited, bro. I have all the clips. It was so long. And I didn't get to it. I thought I had the editing on my other computer, but no. Oh, no, this is the last. Not the one I wanted. So many screenshots, Habibi. This is the one I wanted. All right. So August 4th to 8th. So yeah, energy, actually. Energy, and then healthcare is this week. And then financials a little bit. That's weird. We already had most of them already. And then utilities. But yeah, do you guys see it though this week? And then after this week, you're no more earnings. So this is like your final week of big earnings. And then I think you're going to get your boy NVIDIA towards the end. But yeah, so not bad. But this is the final week. It is more utilities, energy, some financials, and healthcare. Kind of wild. Is it? I thought it was end of summer, but they told me summer is in September. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know the game as well.
It's like he doesn't want to step off the bus. It's like this is his sovereign, property. And once he steps off, yeah.
August? Tennessee? Oh, the hottest month? I still want to go to Tennessee. J&J keeps going, man. And then whatever Surf Air was, I didn't see anything. He's no longer traveling when he steps off. Oh, does that change the law? The pursuit? August. I always thought August was end of summer too, bro. I thought like middle of August was the end of summer. And then I asked the chat this earlier, and they were like September. I feel like a lot of schools nowadays, they get back into school like mid-September. It's really weird, but yeah, I thought it was always like August. Middle of August, I would go back to school. I hated it. Because then I'd get off. I'd be like, man, summer wasn't even that long. Tennessee. Sucks, bro. I told you guys where I want to go, right? There's only one place I want to go. Because now that we have the farm, I got too much to do. But there's only one place. Miami! I just want to go back to Miami one more time. And then I'll get it out of my system. But other than that, I'm a farm boy. But I still kind of want to go to Miami and get my hair dyed bleach blonde for a little. Get a nose ring. No? Okay. Never mind. The farm's going good. I'll have a video. I had a lot of content this weekend. Some of it's hilarious. I just don't know how I'm going to fit it in. It's going to be long. So I hope you guys are ready for that. But yeah, it's coming along good. You know, beginning of August, but still the same goal and plan. After the video, I'll get some more updates, but yeah, we are. I hope I see some of you end of the month. Miami
I
real
think
estate.
the social workers made her way up to the front.
Just depends. There's good for first-time buyers because of inventory. Prices are still a little elevated, but it's one of the more slower markets this year. The last 2 years. CVS is dropping.
It looks like he's in pretty good shape, you know, overall.
Christian rapper afterthought? No.
I wouldn't want to mess with him.
There was one kid recently I saw who was dope.
Tolly.
I should open a Discord for the farm. Nice. So it's deeper. It was really, really deep.
I had internet for a second, split second. Ugh.
Gulf Coast is prettier than Atlantic. Oh, now that I think about it, I've never been to the Gulf Coast. I've only been to the Atlantic coast. Oh, I've seen Texas, but why? How come Texas beaches aren't nice?
Costco parking lot standoff. I like it.
Like, I don't know. Like the Texas beaches don't go for some reason. I don't know why. But then, like, Miami was nice. Gulf Coast is the greatest. Nah, bro. Fucking Cali, dude. I love California. There's just the beach. California coast, dog, is unreal until it falls into
either
the
that
coast.
or these
But
probably
still,
just
for
like,
now,
oh,
it's
it's
dope.
giving us a nice break. You know?
About King Ranch? I thought King Ranch was a type of F-350. I thought that was like fucking final boss redneck. Like, you're like, I buy the King Ranch F-350. Oh, I thought, whoa. I thought that's like if you're going to blow like a Lambo on a Ford truck or something like that. Laguna beaches? Yeah, I love all of them. I love all, except for, no, I kind of like all of them. I even like Long Beach if you know how to do. I don't go swimming in Long Beach,
Sidestep a little to
I
the
fuck
right.
with Long
I
Beach
just want
too.
to see get
I
some
even like
shots of the social
Oceanside.
worker doing social worker stuff.
I like Dana Point. I like Newport.
I also want to see if she makes her way closer to him. Yep, there she is.
Is that the negotiator? What is she holding?
Tell me she's not reading notes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay away from all this. I don't know how complicated her job is.
I don't know. Or I think she's just covering her head so she can see him. You got a raptor. Dude, I didn't know they make Bronco Raptors. I just discovered that. I have seen Ventura. No, bro, I have. Anytime we drove up to, like, it's like the Santa Barbara drive. Bro, if you guys ever take, like, go get a car and just drive the one from, like, Malibu all the way up. Yeah, I think we saw Ventura. I've never swimmed in it, though. But it was nice. Dana's Point, Carlsbad, they're nice. They're all nice, bro. I'm a big fan. Santa Barbara's on fire. Like, literally, right? Or do you mean metaphorically? It's an actual ranch in Texas that's bigger than Rhode Island? Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought it was just a truck.
I don't know why we don't have Wi-Fi in the helicopter.
How are you live?
Maybe somebody should write the station.
Is it different?
Like, hey, why don't you have Wi-Fi in the helicopter? And then maybe
King Ranch Bluestern is one of the worst invasive species in Texas.
I don't know.
Oh, dude, the lore gets even deeper. It's amazing. Afrem.
I was hoping that maybe I could get the password for 7's helicopter, so when they get close enough, I could just use theirs.
All right, man. 50 minutes.
Or for that matter, 4 or 5, right? I mean, they've got Skylink as well. I don't know if they have Skylink for internet.
Dude, I think the last time I was in Santa Barbara in 2019, in 2018 or 2016. I haven't been to Santa Barbara in a minute. Or Ventura.
Yeah, tomorrow it's definitely going to be some.
Furthest I've been is like Ontario, if that counts. I don't know if it does. Or no, beyond there. What am I thinking of?
Yeah,
Octavia.
Man, my shoulders all.
Octavia con Sky Crew.
Really bad.
No. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Well, I'm gonna give you. It's too quiet. It's too quiet and eerie and sad. I might have to turn it off.
So I think he was a little bit laying it on, kind of off the cuff, a little bit thick on what he thought was the potential for higher inflation.
I wonder if we are at somewhat of an inflection point to things that we've spoken about in the past, and I think you are referencing a bit here, the tension between the two mandates. The fact that we now have serious concerns, I suppose, about where the labor market's going from here, but yet inflation by the Fed's metric is above target. So how can they act in that environment? In one way or another, something's going to have to win out. When we were last together, you said of that, quote, at some point, one of these dual mandates is going to have to win out over the other one. And I think, and you've got to pick one, and I think they'll pick the fighting the rise in unemployment more than fighting the rise in inflation. Are we at this point where the Fed needs to pick sides after that jobs report?
Come on, buddy.
I felt, yes, I think that's built all year. It's curious that when we started our conversations this year in the January meeting, Chair Powell was more relaxed and more confident than he'd been in quite a long time. He was talking about how our policy's in a really good place, we can wait and see. And as the year has gone along, the tension has continued to build, and it really hit a crescendo last week with, obviously the Fed saying we don't want cut too soon, we'll risk an inflation problem. If we wait too long, we'll risk a labor problem. And then all of a sudden, you had that bombshell of an employment report. And so now the tension is at a local high for sure.
He's got some opinions.
I think that tension could very well grow. So if the unemployment rate continues to rise, or rises further above its 36-month moving average, 3-year moving average, and it's well above it right now. And also the 2s10s yield curve versus its 12-month moving average looks full-on recessionary by historical standards. You just take a look at the yield difference between the 2-year and the 10-year and map it against its 12-month moving average, and it looks exactly like it did right at the front edge of the last 3-4 recessions. So I'm going to be watching that very, very closely. So the Fed really is going to have to pick a mandate, which side of the mandate. And I believe that really, when push comes to shove, rising unemployment, should it take hold in a more aggressive way, will almost always win out over the inflation side of the mandate, because that's right where people live. You know, if jobs are disappearing, then there's a demand by the populace for some sort of, of action that will relieve the situation. And the inflation numbers, I think a small increase in the inflation rate could be blamed on tariffs, whether it's tariff driven or money supply growing, doesn't really matter. If it goes up, you can blame it on tariffs and then hope, as Jay Powell has articulated, there will be a sort of a one-time deal.
Well,
that would just be, go ahead.
Well, that speaks to the dissents that we got, right, from Bowman and Waller, where Waller says you're being, overly cautious if you don't cut now, and Bowman said, well, we should be looking through exactly what you're talking about, these one-time price increases, rather than thinking they're going to be something more protracted. I'm wondering what you thought of not only the dissents themselves, but who they came from. It's not insignificant in any way that they came from 2 Fed governors, and we haven't seen anything like that in some 3 decades, so they hold more weight, if you will. What do you think?
Well, yeah, and maybe one of them wants to replace Powell as Fed chair come the end of his term coming up in May. So we also had there's going to be another Trump's going to have another nominee to go on there. So you're going to go to 3 dissents almost certainly. And after this employment report, I'd say that if they don't cut rates, if you get anything resembling this employment report again, I think there's going to be many dissents. So we're really, you're right. There's a little bit of turmoil going on between Trump's rhetoric and his sort of veiled threats and these dissents happening. Things are sort of changing direction from what we might have thought was normalcy.
Oh my goodness, it's moving.
I mean, all these,
Chad,
earlier on, I talked about how the data
The high ticker's been like this for 5 minutes, but now it's moving.
And clearly these revisions on...
Yo, bro, it might hit a new high.
The revision,
3:16 p.m.
or whatever is 258,000.
Yeah, you're 2 points off of the high, but you're finally advancing a little bit.
Workers. I mean,
and utilities are going up. That's 52-week high. Like I'm telling you, the biggest reporting week for them is
it seems
now.
Embarrassing.
Brazil, Haddad
now you could
will
say
take talks with U.S. under agreement until reached.
I don't know if
no
really
specific
that's true
date
or not,
set.
but if that could have some sort of an effect on it. But it is strange
Trump
that the government can't really accurately calculate how many government jobs there are
this week
on a timely basis.
That's
you
all.
Revise them.
You're getting updates from Brazil. That's
months
the only
later.
thing.
This is a lot of things have to be tightened up here. I remember
this whole week
when
might
the
feel
Doge
like
thing
this.
was going on, when
you don't get
Musk
as
was
many
still
big
working on
earnings.
it.
You'll still get
They
a
were saying
couple,
they couldn't
but
believe
there's not as
how-
much
what
data.
terrible
And there's kind of like a
technology
hangover from
is
last week.
embedded in a lot of these government offices.
Yeah, you just got
where
your
they're,
pop.
Like,
There you go,
using
new high.
Ancient technology.
Say, bro,
I mean,
we're
they
out
might
of
be
shit. I was
using
like, we're
floppy
moving.
disks for all I know.
They're new high.
This needs to be upgraded.
Amen,
Unfortunately.
And then now you got Staples. J&J's been going. Wasn't J&J just down?
Don't increase the efficiency
Damn,
of the data.
J&J was a value
of
name you could have
the
picked
data.
up. Yeah.
Instead,
I'm like, what do you mean
we're
170?
spending money on just borrowing
That's
money
crazy.
like crazy. We're
Yeah,
still running a
J&J this
deficit.
year,
We're on
several
track
times
for
it
this
was
calendar
low.
year to have a deficit that's almost 7%
And
of
Bowen.
GDP. And if this economy is weakening and if jobs are weakening, that's going to be a further problem in terms of the long end of the Treasury market. I've been negative on the long end versus the shorter end of the Treasury market. We had a huge move yesterday. And now we're out to between 2-year and the 30-year. We're out to about 110 basis points, and this just keeps on going. And I think that's very likely to continue, given the fact that the president clearly wants a Fed chairman that's going to cut rates, and they want to finance the debt. There's very little that's financed on the 30-year. It's less than 2% of all issuance, but there's a fair amount that's on T-bills, and the 2 years roll over with regularity. It doesn't take long for 2 years to go by, and we have a situation where there might be collapsing interest rates with a much more dovish Fed chair come 2026. At the same time, as we have a very high deficit, which is really a strange situation for who's going to finance the 30-year Treasury bonds and the 20-year Treasury bonds. We have been avoiding, even incrementally further avoiding, a few weeks ago, the long end of the Treasury curve. I still think that's the way to go. It is interesting that
to avoid
since
it.
the Fed,
I just want to make that clear, because you have made the argument with me to avoid the long end of the curve. You like the shorter end, the belly of the curve, and you still want to avoid the long end.
Oh yes, I mean the trend just keeps. It almost never flattens. I mean, it did, I think, in the month of July a little bit, but really, it's a trend. I've seen 2s 30s be 150 basis points many times. I would be quite. I'm quite strong on the idea that the 2s 30s will go to 150 basis points, and we're at 110. So. We've had very bad performance from the long end of the bond market, even since the Fed started last September cutting rates. The rates are down 100 basis points. And typically, when the Fed cuts rates, all maturities go to lower yields. But the long end is still significantly higher in yield than when the Fed started cutting interest rates.
So I have my cleaners for the property, for the farm.
A lot of
they just canceled.
Differently than they used to.
They're going to come tomorrow.
I pointed out. There have been 13
you know how many people are going to clean this house?
500 since around 2010 or so.
I just found out. Like, what do you mean?
The first 12.
They told me 4 of them couldn't make it. I'm like, how many people do you need?
S&P 500. All time.
Apparently, there's 10.
12 of those times, the dollar went up when the S&P corrected. This time, when we had the trouble back in March, April,
I was like, all right then, I guess
the S&P went into a correction, and yet the dollar went down by about 8%. Usually, it goes up by about 8%. When you have corrections in the S&P. This hasn't happened ever before this.
You guys know how you could sum up Gunlock, right? I like him.
So
He's a really good guy. Or he has a good career. Maybe that's a better way to put it. But yeah, do you like? All he's saying, he can say whatever he wants, but this just goes back to what we talked about. If they cut rates during a boom, the long end of the curve is going to explode higher. If they cut rates during a bust, the long end of the curve goes down. That's it. That's it, bro. So, yeah. Cleaning. Oh, well, we just hired someone, bro. So, yeah. But maybe next time, because I'm not going to cancel them, because we already kind of made a deal. I got me a protein jerky stick. I need Chad. I actually might not be able to go to the gym. I gotta get you guys this video. If we want the video and the watch list, man, come on. I might have to skip the gym today. Kinda down. I need to mute this or you're gonna hear my nasty
much lower. And that's not good for the long end of the bond market either. It's very helpful to finance your debt when you have a strong currency. When people are interested in buying your debt and you have a strong currency, but that's not the case right now. What foreign investor wants to buy into the dollar bond market if the dollar is depreciating? The currency translation is just a capital loss for them. So I pointed out that since the past 18 years or so, we've had about $25 trillion flow into U.S. markets. The net U.S. position was $3 trillion, and it got up to 28 trillion, and I was reversing. So it looks like money is not really coming into the United States the way it used to. And when you're threatening tariffs and other punitive actions on trading partners, they're probably disinclined to increase their purchases of your debt, particularly at the long. And I think this is a sort of fundamental problem. So yes, avoiding the long end of the Treasury market and investing in 5 years, 3 years in the Treasury market is good. The 2 years is getting less and less interesting because the yield is down to 370 or so, and it used to be quite a lot higher than that. But it started out anticipating Fed cutting rates, and the Fed did that twice, 50 basis points each. But now the 2 years is strongly signaling that bond investors think that the Fed should be cutting rates.
All right.
And so that's what we're looking for. And we one last thing, credit spreads have been volatile this year. It's my dog, let him out. Credit spreads have been volatile this year.
You guys say you're the
point
bond
to point,
investor,
they've
dog.
hardly changed at all. Incremental yield for credit is quite low. We're right back to where we were starting the year.
He
have
said
a lot
the
of
bond
volatility.
market,
Spreads widen
even though
by
I
200
influence
basis
like
points
10%
on
of
emerging
it.
market debt
Oh,
and
yeah.
on junk debt.
Yeah.
And yeah, junk
Because I'm like
bonds
the
widened
only
out on
active
Friday,
motherfucker in it. Oh, yeah.
by 25 basis points. That's a lot in a day, but they're still pretty tight. So we're at about 300 basis point OAS on high yield bonds, and it never goes inside of about 250. It did get there at the tights of the year, but now we're back to where we started the year, pretty much on all sectors of the bond market. So the strategy has been kind of unchanged for much of this year, with not a lot of point-to-point volatility. But the types of things I talked about in the past is still central to our playbook, and it's been working quite well.
Jeffrey, let's take a quick break. I don't want you to go anywhere yet. We'll do that, and I'll come back. I got more for you on the other side with Jeffrey Gundlach of Double Line. You're watching Closing Bell on CNBC.
Okay, perfect timing. I just finished the protein. Well, I like Gundlach. I mean, he's a smart guy, but as of late, like as the bond market and Powell's little weird thing, I mean, there is some data behind it. Just there is vigilantes, and some of the people with larger books, they have a little bit more influence on the market right now. It's kind of Japanese-esque, but that's a very, very deep topic of discussion. But yeah, and then even if Trump wants the long end to go down, wouldn't he want Powell to cut? He would, but he doesn't want to wait. So Trump wants everything. He wants what Joe Biden got. Again, Joe Biden, that's why I like the BLS, the data, he wants everything. I don't think Trump is he wants low rates and low unemployment. He wants low rates, low unemployment, booming economy. And if you're going to tell him it's not possible, he'll do whatever it takes to get it. Or they're just, again, I think Biden did it in a different manner. Maybe not as explicit or loud. But at the end of the day, I think Trump, that's why it was so ironic that Friday he got mad at the BLS. But what happened actually got Trump what he wanted. Trump wanted rate cuts. That low jobs number would get him there. But Trump getting mad kind of just proves this point that Trump wants all of it. So that's why. And that's the thing too, in a weird way, what the situation that I gave to you is a lot harder than you think, in the sense that, like, determining whether or not the economy is a boom or a bust, that's going to be difficult. That's going to take a lot. So eventually they'll cut rates, and then you're going to have to go through both real and fake data to determine. But that's why, depending on what situation we're in and the result of the bonds, it'll follow that theme of either boom or bust and what should happen. ON keeps dropping. I put that up there. Fig, watch out. Fig is about to go to IPO price, bro. So opened at $80 only for a couple of minutes. Right? I don't even know. Yeah, it was at $80 for like a minute, 80 to 90. So yeah, look, this is like, what a scam. Because like, if you really think about it, it was for what? 5 minutes? It was below $80. So everybody's already below IPO right now. I would argue most people are already getting fried, because it didn't stay at like 80 for that long. But yeah, otherwise, I said, if it does break 90 today, that's crazy. But then again, this is an IPO. That's why we always say, if it's too expensive, you could get some good moves. Maybe you'll get lucky and get the nice first side. But yeah, if it prices too much, there's just a lot of premium. But we'll see. I don't think this one, it'll keep it. It's a stock now, so people are going to talk about it. Please go deeper. No, I don't want to confuse. You see, that's why. Remember I tell you with the rabbit holes? And I noticed, because sometimes going deeper isn't always good without understanding the point at hand and the main point. Well, you don't know if an IPO is overpriced. Like, theoretically, value, that's just a subjective question, right? Everyone can argue about valuation. But you can objectively know an IPO is overpriced given how much it opens at over the offering. So in this case, they sold the shares at about $30 and it opened at no lower than like 80 or 85. So that right there was tripled almost, 240%, I believe. So that's why it's kind of, you instantly had a premium. As far as the valuation, should it be worth 20 billion or not? 30, 40, 10, we could, the market will figure that out, and then earnings and everything else. But as far as like just straight off the IPO, it offered at 30. Some of you got shares at 30 from your broker if they offered it, but it opened at 80. That's why when it came out, I just said we're not touching it. It's just too much. Even if it went up to 140 the next day, this is why there's just a lot of, I don't even know how many shares they sold. My data said it was legit this time, but then again, it's the same exact reaction. So maybe it wasn't, but either way, it is getting to the point where just if it has a lot of premium, you got to be careful. That's what freaks me out about the market. I'm not freaked out like I won't buy. That's why I just get freaked out about really high stuff because it could go down in a second. So just be cautious. And this only works if you're patient. So if you got like mad FOMO and you're gonna chase everything, I don't know, I missed it, it's at 120, 130, you're gonna hate me. But if you're patient, you kind of, and if you're willing to miss out, then man, the world is yours, brother. World is yours. I could show you the world, shining, shimmering, long term. Tell me, traders, when did you last save your 10%? A whole new world filled with long-term and good deals. No one to sell us high or when to buy. Now I'm in a whole new... No? Okay. Big fan. Save your 10%, brother. It's good. It's art. Art. I love it. It really is a fairy tale. The long term. The moment we sang, you knew I was in a cult. It's good. We don't even have any like cult songs. We don't have a chant, which is good. I think we should keep it that way. I don't know how I feel about chants, bro. That might freak my mom out. So I don't know. You still need to research the Powell High programs that you assigned. So you want me to give you more and you haven't even done the first? I'm about to slap the shit out of you. With love. I hope it slaps you in the hard work. I hope it slaps you into an appropriate appetite. I hope it slaps you into Investopedia. Come on, man. Dude, ON is getting destroyed. Now Microsoft, so it's 3:33. Power hour in full effect, but all day has been nothing. Look at this. You kind of see the power hour jump there, but other than that, man, 20 minutes here. You do got big tech moving down. You're up 1.7. Remember, today was nothing. Today was absolutely nothing. Don't worry, I will not waste your recos. Well, I always believe the guy. I'll believe the guy who tells me, who's wasting, who tells me he's not going to waste. I'll believe him. I always believe that guy. Kavar, bro. See, this is what I told the other dudes. Y'all got to let it stand, baby. Come on. A whole new world. Winston. Is that your name? I love that name. What a fucking regal name, bro. Winston. Are you kidding me? What if we're using 401k? You can, but you just got to, what's it called? You just might have to follow the steps and do the loan stuff. But that's why we say from the beginning, I always tell people 401k is like a long term. It just has different liquidity. And honestly, some of these tax things now, a long-term account like own brokerage is pretty good, man. There's still some benefits, but obviously 401k Roth is way better if you are really going to hold till retirement. But if you're not going to have the liquidity needs, then yeah, a normal account's fine. But you just got to loan through it for your, what's it called? They give you a loan for your first house. There might be a fee, but as long as you are getting the house, I don't think they screw you over. Trump's been very quiet today. All day, dude, we are up 1.7 on the NASDAQ with arguably nothing. I'm telling you, nothing really happened over the weekend, let alone the last 6 hours. So, yeah, man. I don't know. Take it as you please. Well, enjoy it, baby. Have a good Monday. I hope it's even better. Finish the rest of Monday. Brazil, 10% tariff on Embraer is too high. Key partner in region. Check ERJ. RL on the high. SPY, again, SPY's coming down even though the high ticker is active. I think it's MAG 7. Your company matches both. That's good. Stack for retirement. It's not bad. Get a house too, though. So don't let that be an excuse not to get one at the same time. Because even with the brokerage account and now some of the tax benefits that are like actually offered, you might be a lot better off. The rabbit holes are not helping you. So if you're getting a bunch of shallowly digging rabbit holes, it's just distracting you. So you got to get a focus, a basis, a goal, and start drilling away. You see, because a lot of what I've learned was as a part of everything else I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So I did go down rabbit holes sometimes, but, I became a lot more effective and a killer once I, again, be more productive with it. That is the thing I'm trying to show and teach a lot alongside of it all. Well, show it if you get it, because that's what I'm saying. After a certain amount of time, it's going to start hurting your margin, both your time, your profit, everything else. Well, yeah, through experience and like a real application. Most of the stuff I either learned through schooling, and I did my rabbit holes while I was doing the schooling to learn about it, but then everything else you did it through like real application. Or as dealing with a real life scenario, if you go and take it back to finding the seed, you'll come across some of this stuff. But then that way you're learning with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Not just taking in information just to go deep and to end nowhere. That's what I'm saying. We're not going to spend time building a bunch of roads that lead to nowhere. They should all be leading to the same path that leads to the goal. Well, and that should be going one way up. You get what I'm saying? So that's why, like, if you take a lot of rabbit holes, don't expand on them, and you got into them for no reason, and it's not related to something practical, you're building roads to nowhere. So just don't do that. That's what I'm saying. Or find a way to connect them, and to make it practical, make it useful, make it part of what you're doing. So then that way, you know, you don't want to like daydream in a weird way. But in school, like, that's what I'm saying. A lot of the rabbit holes I did in school, I learned about a topic, first time hearing about it. I'm like, ooh, you're curious. So stay curious, you know what I'm saying? But also, too, as you grow and learn, you know, make it purposeful. The chart on job revisions, it's bad. Yeah, I know it's bad, very bad. I don't know how long you've been watching, but I even said this during Biden. Because like during Biden, it got so bad, I gave up. That's why I told everybody, I just said, watch. If it's ever really going to get bad, they're going to do what they did in 2008, and it'll be low print, and then they'll just revise it negative. That's it. So, yeah, it's been terrible. Like I said, revisions used to be to like make the data accurate, and then, you know, a couple years ago, even now, you know, Trump learned it now too. Even into now, it started being used as like a political tool to kind of highlight things or highlight what they want. So, yeah, it's been fucked. But just wait, because what I said still applies. So watch, if you guys ever... This is one of those things that I've always said, and it hasn't happened yet. But when it happens, you're going to remember me, okay? And if you don't, then you're just not going to make money. But one of these days, that jobs report's going to get revised negative. And that, my friend, is when the job market collapsed. Okay? And that is when that's all. That's all. I said this since Biden. That's why. That's how you know it's legit, bro. Because I've said it and I'll still stand by it even now. I'll tell you, it's the same thing. One of these days, that jobs report is going to get revised negative. Like deep, you're going to see negative. You haven't seen that yet. No, there's zero way to... You're preparing right now. I'm preparing you right now is the way to prepare. You'll know what to... You should know what to do when you see that. But that's one of these days is going to happen. But then you'll know. That will be the difference between who knows and doesn't or prepared is this. Is what I'm telling you now. Because some people are going to go to try to rationalize it. They're going to try to do all sorts of things. Maybe the market goes up that day. I don't care. But that day it happens, the job market, that's when the job market will be weak. The narrative will be admitting it. But they'll do it, and they did it before. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when I was going through Biden and the revisions got unbearable, I just gave up. And I just said, I'll just wait till they revise it negative. And that way I'll know. Because I don't want to play the game of weak, almost weak, change the policy, it's just like, just wait till they revise it negative. And that's what they did. Anytime the economy truly has been bad, they have revised the prints negative. And they'll do it again. So I can stand by that. Yeah, the Fed will shift their stance. Everybody will. So just wait till that happens. But that's like kind of a necessary condition for it to occur. You'll see a negative revision. Negative. Key is negative. You haven't seen one you've seen lower and you've seen revisions go down, but you haven't seen a negative print in several years. Let alone a negative revision. You don't want to jump the gun, but are you... Motherfucker, every answer I've given you today has been about you jumping the gun. You can't... Elliot, I can't give you anything, Elliot. I'm trying to fucking feed it up to you every time, and then you just trying to jump off the ledge every single... Why do you have to jump to the next step? Why can't you just take the step? Just take it! Just take it! Understand it! Absorb it! Why? Why do you have to... What have they done to you? Why? It's not that hard to Don't assume. Just don't. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a launch. Hey, tell me why I never wanna hear you say. So since you said that, I'm gonna assume all the stuff you didn't say. I want. Just chill, dog. Chill. I think weed is bad for y'all. Some of you should not smoke weed. Some of you should. No, I'm kidding. See, that's terrible. That's, look at y'all making me sin by how y'all just calm down. Just relax. Ah! So yeah, Elliot, we're gonna give you a month, okay, Elliot? You just need to listen. I can't not respond back to you. We can't stay on one topic with your ass, bro. I'm trying to. That's it. It's gone, bro. You are subject to a month of listening. That's it. That's it. No follow-up questions. The truth will be revealed, dog. Just take it as is. That's it. Some of you should, yeah. I don't really mean that. That's a joke. That's why I said he caused me to sin by making that joke. This is terrible. But like sometimes I'm like, man, y'all need to chill, bro. I don't know what. Do whatever you need to chill. Just calm down. Okay? That's it. But whatever it is, one step at a time. One step at a time. If you fall, I would catch you. The deposits are waiting. Time after time. Yeah, go for a ride. Mm-hmm. What about shrooms? Do it. Go ahead. I don't care. It's your life, brother. It's your life. That's it. It's gonna be sad when I have to explain, like, the second half of how I got incredibly wealthy is because all of my peers fried their fucking brains trying to trip balls. So, I don't do whatever you like, my friend. Do whatever you like. It's your life, your future. Like I said, I made one bad joke because you guys can't get the concepts. Or you want more. You want more when what you have is enough. So, amen. Oh, for real. I'm telling you, it's true. Yeah, right. Stu's back. We can't. Why are we doesn't? Why are we doesn't? Dude, Shake Shack that's a good restaurant. I wouldn't buy them now, but they held up. Bet you the guy on Stu. Well, that's the sad reality. Is like, if you took any of these police chases, that's what we should do. We should get Alex Choi right before to interview them and just be like, what is your stance on mushrooms? I bet you all of them are down with shrooms. I don't, and you guys are going to say, oh, you can't, but I'm going to tell you, you'll notice a correlation. That one, the craziest things I've seen people do, ask them their opinion on shrooms. Okay, and y'all think it's not, you think these are mutually exclusive? Okay. I guess they are, technically. So, either way. Let's get the likes up before closing. Nah, you don't need to. I see. Just get the long term up. The savings up. Think for 10 years. Live it through. That's all. Illegal? I think they're gonna make it legal. I mean, it's just culture, bro. So I think, like I said, I'm not a good supporter of it, but at this point, man, I think more and more truth comes out about a lot of things, and I don't know. I feel like you guys are seeing it more. It's your life to live, right? It's your decisions. Everybody loves their own shit. Everybody got their bias, and at the end of the day, it's gonna be your life. So that's why it's like even then, just I got to the point, just because even the government does it, I don't think that's a good standard. But, you know, so you do your thing, baby. You do your thing. And that's why I think a lot of people have wised up recently, and I'm glad to see. You know, but at the same time, too, the best way to, you know, learn life is to experience it. And sometimes, though, you just got to just make sure you know the cost of what you're playing with. And that's all. Because that's the part that usually hits people. And a lot of the young people get told it's a low cost when in fact it's very high. And that's all. I'm not here to tell you what to buy or not, but I have to tell you the cost. And they should too. Yellen did do shrooms, but guess what? Do you guys notice how it got used against her? So I thought that was funny. Because, like, when the 4 years when she was doing it and culture supported it, everybody was down. But you saw the bad decisions Yellen made. You see the results. And then when push came to shove, she said something. The first thing Scott Bessent said, he said she knows more about doing mushrooms. Look at her results. You don't think that's weird? That right away that comes up? If that is how you want to be viewed, even from Janet Yellen to not. Think about that. Janet Yellen even has some respected academics and financiers and they'll say that to her. That's how she has represented herself. So you don't think they're gonna do that to you? They'll do it to you worse. That's why I'm saying some of you aren't Janet Yellen. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's deeper than rap. All right, man. 10-minute rigged. And 10 more minutes, Monday's over. If you fall. Dude, I sold AEO too early. I had a bunch of free shares. I'd say he like tweeted it and deleted it for a spell check, and I was like, all right, I'll just take my money. Because I was already in it from the last couple weeks. So I held the free ones. They went down and then came up. Am I staying for Palantir earnings? Oh, dude, I just had so many fucked up jokes go through my head. But no, I'm not. I'll stay. I'll try to, but I don't care about Palantir earnings like that. I like Palantir stock. Some of you bought it with me at $9. Amen. But yeah, dude, that little fucking war guy, the little murderer, dude, he freaks me out. As somebody who is very into both veterans and peace and, pacifism, I love and I'm scared of the Palantir guy. Speaking of the cross and contradictions and freedom. I think he's a very impressive man, but he's also like a murderer. And like I like him, but then I'm also like scared of him at the same time. Does that make sense? So yeah, I don't know what to. That's why I'm like, Howard! I don't know what to say. I don't know. Yeah, Carp, bro. He's a trip. He is a trip. He really, really is. And then Palantir, I'm like, oh, great tech. And I'm like, oh, they're fucking spying on everyone. And then I'm like, oh, it's going to help the world, end the world. I don't know what's happening. So, yeah, I'm very in the middle. I'm very crossed at Palantir. So I wish you well, but yeah, he's crazy. He is, but he's also like respectable though, too. If he wasn't involved with like weapons and murder, I would be more of a fan. I really would, because I respect it. I know crazy, and I love it if it's real crazy. So I like him, but that's how I know he's crazy. That's why he scares me. That's why I'm like, nah, bro. That's it. He's like real crazy, and he's down to sell guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. I'm real crazy, and I'm down for Jesus. So, amen. But nah, bro. So yeah, that's it. That's why I'm like, ooh, he's a fascinating individual. He really is. He truly, truly is. I don't necessarily agree with him or all of it, but like I'm saying, I cannot not notice what he's doing, and you know, and how he even presents himself and everything. Like he's truly a trip. Blowing whistleblower. What? He wanted a fent-laced drone to attack an analyst. That's what he said. Jeez. See, y'all just that's what happened. Honestly, I think if I didn't find the Lord early in my life after college, I would have been him. Just worse. I think I would have just been, I don't know what it would have been actually. Nah, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. He said it joking, but still, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know. He meant the other half. He's like, okay, I wouldn't put urine on it. You're like, what? That's the part? No! What? He's like, I was joking about the urine. What about the rest of it? Oh, well. Once it starts, I want to sell guns, bro. After seeing the fucking big, beautiful bill and all of that defense money. That's why I said, bro, all these defense people are making so much money on the bill. It is crazy. T-Row, all right, man. Final 5, everything's ripping. Yeah, Pony, Joby, anything flying did pretty well. A lot of things did good, bro. It's a 2% day on the NASDAQ almost. Off of nothing. So, like I'm saying, I don't say that out of anger. I say that out of whatever happens next is going to be volatile. I hope you guys have put 2 and 2 together. Because, yeah, that's essentially... Because think about it. We dropped 2%. Now we're both up 1 point. Now we're up 1.8 on nothing. That means you're going to start moving up and down out of nowhere. Let's see. Is it better than last month of going a month without moving? So, either way, final 5, wrap it up. This week doesn't have much, though. So, if you didn't like today, just get ready. We moved almost 2% on nothing, and there's not really that much this week. So, take that how you please. But, finalize your plays. Rap-a-rooney, chattadooney. And we'll take it home. Yeah, you have Palantir's after the bell. That's why we kept talking about it. But other than that, Chad, we'll see you on the watch list. Maybe you'll get another video. So we'll see if I can finish it up in time. Woo! It's good. You'll see. I got a great place to film now on the farm. I found a bench. And then there's a bench with like the flag in the background. It's so glorious, you guys. You have no idea. It's just America. They do have a speedometer right here. You see those little bars? 30 second, 1 minute, 5 minute. So yeah, that's like a RPM gauge in a weird way. Oh, hymns after the bell? Well, that'll be another one. That can move a lot. Some of these that move a lot, just like I said with that one last week, Reddit. You just got to beat the market maker. So if it's pricing in like more than 10 or 13, then yeah, you'll be good. The watch list is on this channel, so we didn't have one last night. But usually you just come here and then hit the live videos. They have a different thumbnail. So even then, if you just do exactly what I showed you, click on the channel, go to live, every watch list, whether you missed it or not, is there. So yeah, turtles, ghosts, charts, fire, running Powell, running Trump, grocery Powell, Dr. Powell, race Powell, surfer Trump, surfer Yellen, hippie Trump, oil Powell. Oh yeah, and then that was we got banned before there, and I had to do that. I need to put the videos back. Maybe it's your connection. Well, no, like I said though, regardless, if you just go do what I said, go to that channel, our channel right now that you're on, and just hit live, all of the watch lists are there. So the other one will come out tonight. We'll be live at 6, but everything else will be there. So even if you like see it at 10, 9 the next day, it'll be there. All right, man. You got 2 minutes, Chad. So I'm actually going to yell very soon. So mute your speakers. Don't get hurt. I love you all. What a day. You're ending it at another high, though. Not all-time highs, but you're climbing back, Chattadooney. But wrap it up. Bring it home. Mute your speakers if you don't have loud noises, because I'm about to yell. Because you only have 1 minute! Go, 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 go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and gals, Monday flew by, and it was amazing, and you're blessed, and God is still amazing. So wrap it up. We got a boring week ahead, okay? So there's not much data, a little bit of earnings, a lot of IPOs selling off, but you have less than 30 seconds. Wrap it up, and after this week, it gets a little bit more exciting, but let's see what we get with August and seasonality. But you recovered already on nothing. But less than 10 seconds remaining. Finalize it and bring it home, my brethren. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding 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 ding. Or not. Oh, Chattadonia. Are you kidding me? We did it. We made it, baby. 7 hours in the books. On a Monday, it flew by. I feel like middle of the week will slow down. But for now, Chad, what a great start to the week. Good game, baby. It don't matter if you made money or lost money. I know you learned something. Everybody that contributed brought something to the table. Plays, those vibes, personalities, info. If you could say GG, that means I didn't ban you. You know how much more that means now? You survived Yosh of 2025. You know they'll talk of Yosh of 2025 for years to come. You know that? And you survived. You survived the standard. You survived the watch list. You survived everything! That means you got the fruit, baby. Let's go! Good game. GG. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, baby. Thank you for not getting banned. Thank you for supporting. Thank y'all for being gracious. All my real ones. Thank y'all, my Philo friends. Are you serious? God bless you. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to August. I need me to rock. You won't see me a lot. Monday through Friday, you need me, let's talk. All right. I like this one. Where we at? Where's Palan? I'll let you guys get the earnings. He'll figure it out. Be case of protein. Habibi. My God, I love you. Thank you, Alan Stark.
Money still my back.
Take a knee and thank the man, then I get back to the train.
Houses in the evening.
Praise God.
To LA, brought a tear to mama's eyes.
What?
See how far we came, not to pray indeed.
Y'all see that Spy 623
proof? I'm saving it some money on the way. Another day, another season. Bitch, I ain't afraid, cause the Lord can give a lie and the Lord can take away.
Real.
Yeah. On my job for the joke, put $1 million for the whip, $20 for the clothes, so I don't forget the days that I barely stay the flow.
Anytime that's happened, it hits in like a month.
Don't trust it, don't need. It don't matter if you're dining with
I love you, Chad. God bless you, bro. Listen, believe. Imagine why don't you believe? That's all we need is believe. If you don't believe, please leave. If you have nothing but you have belief, come forth. Do you understand? If you don't have an imagination, there's nothing. If you believe, oh my.
How to swallow ain't following what I'm spitting. Valley of the death, I be walking, chilling, seeing what I see.
Yeah, I call that vision.
Got a lot of skies,
but they taught me lessons.
We gon' take it far.
We gon' take it far if that's what God's willing.
Take a knee and thank the man.
Finger to the sky, baby.
Houses in the evening. They go to LA, brought a tear to mama's eyes. You should see how far we came. Wait, ain't got time to even finish hooks. I'm busy making plays and just waiting to get the puts. And caught up in what they talking, cause often they overlook the progress we making often and focus on what we couldn't. You don't bring none, don't eat. That's reality, that shit ain't up to me. You can look, but that don't mean you really see. Price inflated, but still the land of the free. Fuck you, you ain't feeling it. Me and you no semblance. Mama was an immigrant, and look at what we did with it. You look like you think you quit, but nobody gon' give a shit. That's between the future you. I hope that you could deal with it. Damn, I should cool it for a minute, cause I ain't really tripping. It's different than Philo hitting. I deal with the dealer different and wholesaling for the difference. I got a tree planting trees and it's feeding my children. Wake up in the morning, I be eating. Money still my back, take a knee and thank the man. Then I get back to the trade, seeing houses in the evening. They go to LA, brought a tear to mama's eyes. You should see how far we came, another prayer in the evening. Ain't promised a day, so there's money that I'm saving and some money on the way. Another day, another season. Bitch, I ain't afraid, cause the Lord can give a lie and the Lord can take away.
Give one more. I don't want to wait for the earnings, bro. But if it's not out by then, what's the other one? Hims? We went from Gucci in my kitchen to Uncle Hump.
Drive fast, but I talk slow. That's some setbacks, but we still grow. How you did that? Only God knows. It's a big bag.
Only God knows.
But we got more on the way. Another day, it's a blessing. Make a play, either way, it's a lesson. It ain't safe, that's okay, we ain't stressing. Play in my position before I ever play a victim. So let me at it, bro. Spirit on the bend to go. I ain't bowing to your hoes. They sold to get the gold. They kept the truth, they held my own. They acted like they didn't know. They acted like they credible. They judge you from a pedestal. Fuck it. I ain't hating son, ones that claiming that they real. Usually the fakest ones, same applies to me. So just judge me by the shit I done. Tryna keep it meek, but they jealousy a loaded gun. Statistically, most is killed by their own. So you better check your weapons instead of watching the throne. The best lesson being tested and finding peace on your own. But divided can't survive it. I'm talking about your home. I'm talking about your throne. The war that we wage is on. I got it, but first was wrong. The power was in the dawn. That's word of the homie call. My prophet make them a ball. I'm talking about my checks and talking about my God. This the new economy. Bring the joy like Jollibee. Dictate like a Maladine. I don't need apologies. Only need my God with me.
Palantir 1 billion revenue, net 326.7, EPS 13, adjusted 16. So I don't know how that stacks up on the preview, but yeah, it's out. Came 1 billion in revenue. Look at you, Palant. That's crazy. They were not making that when we got it. Yeah, they were expecting 939. Highest estimate was 938. Oh yeah, they killed it. And then free cash flow is 329. They were a little bit there. And then I don't have margin. EPS was expected to be 14. So they missed, but adjusted they beat. And then I don't know where their guidance is. I don't want to read it. Q2 highlights. Q3 revenue of 1.083 to 1.087. Oh yeah, they guided up for next quarter too. The guide for next quarter was supposed to be 981. So yeah, they guided up, and then adjusted income from operations 493 to 497. Estimate was 451. So yeah, they guided up too. Raising revenue guidance on the year. Yeah, Chad has that one. Net income from operations 192. Yeah, it's all up by 2. They killed it. I'm surprised it's not up more, but then this is one that like really front ran. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a good though. They beat and raised. So you just have to beat the market maker now. But that was a beat, raise, next quarter, and full year guide. That was fire. Fucking Palant, bro. Yeah, huge front run, but they killed it, dude. They did really good. That was all around beat. The EPS is a little, but with revenue and everything else, net income, all of it, they guided everything higher. So that's what's good. All right. And then HIMS was 544. Estimate was 551 from the company. And then low guide was 530. So net income of 42.5. I think they were expecting 65 or 70 million. Or no, adjusted EBITDA was 82. So they beat on that. No, they're good on that. Subscribers, 2.4 million. And then I don't know where their guidance is. Third quarter revenue of 570 to 590. Estimate was 580. So their guide was in the middle. Yeah, they have a high bar too. And then adjusted EBITDA of 60 million to 70. Estimate was 77. So adjusted EBITDA is a little lower. And then adjusted EBITDA margin of 11 to 12. Estimate was 13.3. So they missed on revenue. Still decent, but everything, it just depends too. They had a low guide of 530. So it just depends how people want to report on it. But yeah, the next quarter guidance a little low. They had a high bar too, but I mean, it is Hims. Oh, Axon 669 versus 640. Nice. All right. Well, I think that's it. Philo, baby. Go pray. Go pray. Tell God, not me. You know, I say and be like, Lord, can I talk to you? He'll answer you. Not like silently. That's an invitation. They don't feel me. They don't feel me. All right. I'll finish the uncle, and then I gotta go. I might not even go to the gym, bro.
My girl look like a model thing. I'm pricing in apostrophes. The price is always up to me. Feeling like it's packed with me. Maybe more like Da Vinci. They start complimenting me. They said it's condescending speech. I just told them about the plot and how it's gonna end, my G. Answer never changes. It don't matter how you question me. I kept it real, they kept it fake. They want it cheap, I want it great. I need a meal, but I just say, how you feel is what it ain't. Confusing truth with the feeling. Make a smaller problem great. Trying to get it way too early. Easy way to get it late. So I ain't driving slow. It's that college dropout. This is more like college honor roll. Always see them talking, but I never seen them buy the lows. They flexing when they got it, but they never show you where it goes. Homie told me Vamanos. Know you about that trabajo. We don't know impossible. Only know that give and go. Something like a pick and roll. I call it out, they get the score. They talking, but don't check the board. They acting real, but fill the door. Dog, I'm feeling blessed. I did a lot by using less. Pray to God with all the stress. I only need a little rest. And back again and hit my reps. Watch my heart and guide my steps. Don't focus on the shit you lost. Focus on the shit that's left. So let it ride. I gotta keep it jumping like a mother and buy it.
Amen. Long term.
It's a call, baby. Hey. Yeah. Ask me if I'm holding stocks. Please don't be ridiculous. I was holding shit and buying dips. You were a little kid. All I want is ownership, but I still put a limit in. No matter if you young, you could always use a dividend. Know you want the money. I suggest you do not rush with it. Dias aren't plans. Make sure you don't fall in love with it. You ain't never saved. By the second month you double it. Trading foreign currencies. I don't need a dumb on it. I don't need a translator. Nod my head and run with it. Mama always said never marry but have fun with it. Mama said that's wrong, but deep down I always fuck with it. If you don't like my plan, do your thing. I wish you luck with it. Why they call me fan, but I don't see them at the holidays. Say that you're a man, but on the internet you talking gay. Go ahead, you could cancel me, but don't act like you ever pay. You look dumb as fuck if only one of us is playing charades. Stop asking what I mean, bitch. That wasn't a parable. Just because they copied me don't mean that we're comparable. You support the phony, that just means your judgment terrible. An iPhone in your hands, you're a narc, that's a wearable. Didn't buy the stock, it was down right in front of you. Didn't say I lost, my account looked like a W. You don't got the long term, it's hard for me to fuck with you. If you can't pay yourself, then I wouldn't put my trust in you. Fuck it, dude. Hold my dick, I won't hold my tongue. Remember they were talking shit about Amazon when I was young. Oh wait, they did the same, it was Meta right in front of them. Think they'd have a little bit of shame from always looking dumb. Nah, they on a diet and it's humble pie. It's 2025, you could kick it, you ain't gotta lie. Made $1 million buying value, I don't buy the hype. My girl is really classy, all you ratchet bitches not my type. Why? They don't buy it till it reached the high. You picked the right thing, but you also picked an awful time. You would be surprised how making money make you fall behind. Maybe I offended, but that doesn't mean I told a lie. Wow, you really like it when they lie to you, ignoring all the things you hear, denying what the eye produce. Helpful isn't friendly if they helping you to tie the noose. To teach them how to steal your money every time you live and lose. Damn, I won't lie, my mama taught me that. Whoever sold you all those courses, you should probably take it back. It's all a bunch of bullshit, you would learn more if they told you that. I know you know the truth, so you still got time to go to that.
I know you know the truth, so you still got time to go back to that, bro. So do you want to know the answer? Do you guys want to know why God loves you and loves everybody, but kids die with cancer and they die in poverty? Do you guys really want the answer, or do you just say it? Do you truthfully yearn for that answer? Or is it just a defense of our heart? Tell me. I'll give it to you. I'll tell you where to find it. G.K. Chesterton, Orthodox of Christianity. Read all of it. You will get the answer. We just talked about it, but even then, it's simple, man. This is what I'm saying. You guys don't see it? You have to go and listen. You could listen back to today's Philo. GK just explains it better. You guys don't think it's weird that Christianity and Jesus caused all the world wars, religion, but then they also say that it's too soft and it makes men weak and it makes you give Jesus all your money and makes you stupid? How? How is that true at the same time? How does it confine women and then also make them dumb for believing it, like people of old days used to say? It doesn't make... How? Right? How can you have a loving God and then evil? How? But do you not see it? It's the snake versus the cross. The snake is the sin, but think about it. The cross has the... You're right, good and evil at the same time is contradicting. But you could have the worst evil and also the best forgiveness. That's the only doctrine that explains that. Do you not get it? It's like I'm saying, if Christianity was so evil, it eats itself. If you keep taking how is it so evil that it makes men soft? Right? How? And then again, it's so free. We all want... If God didn't have the evil, you would say, oh, we have no freedom. But then if we have the freedom, now it's too much freedom. It's the same. It's a circular. It's all circular. It just eats itself over and over again. Or a bolus. That's what I'm saying. It's part of today's Philo. I had the Philo, that's what we started with. About men, it said Christianity makes you soft, but it also causes wars. How? How can they be true at the same time? And both of those are two avid, active criticisms that have been around longer than I've been alive. Both of them. How? How? It's contradicting. The cross is the only contradiction. You're right. This all-loving God with kids dying is the only thing that would make sense without eating itself. Without being a circular logic. Extreme evil at the same time of extreme eternal and extreme forgiveness. Do y'all get it? That's crazy. So if you really want a better answer, go read all of G.K. Chesterton. I did, and I'm trying to share it with you, but I can't even explain it that well. And I explain it differently. I try to make it different too, but at the same time, that's your answer. And seek it there too. And like I'm saying, it's not just one part of it. If you want to look at and really get the answer and you're getting hung up on it, you have to look at all of it. We don't just look at one piece. You know what I'm saying? Or make the assumption. It's actually crazy. So, simple as that. No, I'm not. See, like I'm saying, go read him. I can't defend it. I just told you what it was. I accept the contradiction. But I view it as both and separate. You see? Like I'm saying, most people, they want to argue. Even your response back, brother. So, like I said, you're nice. I wanted to give you the answer. But I said if you really want the answer. So not if you really want the answer, ask me back, but go read it all. So go read all of it. It's there. And I think like I said, he answers it a lot better. But even in my life, because you asked me, I accept the mystery. And I've not really been hung up on that in my life. I've noticed it, but I've kind of viewed humans and our involvement, and then again the free will. But like I'm saying, the fact that how I've lived with the contradiction and noticed it and seen it, I think the cross and the freedom, and then at the same time, radical crazy and evil does open up radical love. And I think that explains America, because I'm telling you, I've always even said it, America has really good people. I don't know if you guys know, there's some terrible people. There's terrible things outside of this world and country, but even beyond America, there's just good in this world. And even as the world gets eviler, I feel like seeing even a little bit of good kind of makes it that much more of light. Why does it exist? But then again, you can't have bad without good. So Yeah, but if you want the answer, I think you guys should all read it all. But then again, skepticism ends at nothing. So I hope you realize that too. That's where, or you're not a true skeptic. That's so which one is it? There's either no purpose at all for truly everything. Even this conversation and thought is dumb and futile. Not even because we're monkeys. You know what I'm saying? Because this is just the thought in a neural brain firing. It's useless. What do you mean? So just the fact, even a fact coming to the conclusion of a fact, a human made it a fact, which would make it flawed. True skepticism is dead. It's death. Because you'll really you'll really realize it. Or it's just the other side. You're not, there it is. G.K. Chesterton talks about that too, but, other people have as well. That's like a nihilist doctrine. You could see that without without theology. That's just Philo, like philosophy. But yeah. So, but seek the answer. That's the thing. My answer, your answer, it doesn't matter. Guys, I'm telling you, it's truly seek. And maybe this conversation may be seeking it to a certain degree, but in the quiet of your own heart and learning, you will get the answer. And that's what I'm saying. It's something, or you will find out at which one you arrive to. But what do you trust? That's why the cross is important. Above all else, I know what I could trust. I know what I don't. I know what I'm skeptical of. And with somebody like me who knows a lot of what I don't like, and a lot of y'all could see exactly what you are skeptical about, you need something to trust. Long term's a good one, but that shit gonna fail eventually. By fire standards, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe internet, I don't know. But you need to know what you trust. Otherwise, your skepticism must go to the level of your trust in another area. Otherwise, you will get lost. Ask around. So be at peace and go forward. Finger to the sky. To God be the glory, and to the grace of God alone. Have a good day, Chad. Peace. Can I hear you wrong? I saw the philology, civilology, technology, dun-dun-dun. So, drop that dun-dun-dun. Don't drop that what? That's not what we're talking about? Come on, let me distract you. Come on, fuck. How's that? Howard! Am I on the something on list? What does he mean? Don't drop that something. What year was that? What year? I don't know. Have a good day. Goodbye. It's getting wild.